be a girl podcaster? Why can't I just be a podcaster?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
true.
You-
Snaps.
You
Social Bessie.
you podcast like a girl.
Oh my god, why can't you podcast like a boy, like Joe Rogan?
Ugh. The visceral reaction.
Yeah, and also I'm a girl, and it's like yeah, we already kind of
Girl.
My dad's a nurse, but actually, I'm also
yeah, and also I'm a girl. It's like we already kind of talked about that ahead of, but like pop off.
And the assistant coach being like, yeah, you suck. I take none of the blame here, even though I completely aided and abetted you this entire time.
And the whole time, and then he goes like, "Yeah, you know what? My dad was a hairdresser."
Bystander effect. What can I say?
The kids become woke, and he's like, "You know what? Hell yeah!
And
What
you know-
radicalized you, these children?"
And you know what?
These
After
days,
this
really don't.
woke moment, the kids still just hate on me. It doesn't change. And also, on top of all this, in this movie, it's crazy to just have another girl in this that literally everyone hates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't hate her because she cooks and is a girl.
They hate her because she sucks.
Also, what's his friend name? His friend's a bitch.
DB.
DB. I hate that man.
Yeah,
All right, should we start this podcast?
I guess we should start. Welcome, everybody, to the DCOM Duo podcast.
I'm BenG.
I'm Kelsey.
We're the DCOM duo.
Podcast with a guest once again.
Oh my god, people who clicked on this, yeah, it's not Eddie's. Sorry, it is Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. It's not even Steven's movie.
Which I don't think we made that promise last time, unlike before, where
Yeah.
we're like, we're going to do an Even Steven movie. Just kidding, a Sharp-Based Bobby's Adventure.
We may never do the Even Stevens movie.
At this point, probably not. Today we're doing Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off with our friend Bay.
Yeah, Bae
It's
has
got
a
lemon.
big bowl of lemons here that she gave for us to bite into. So at one random point, about like an hour into this, we're all going to take a bite of this lemon and see if we can have no visceral
We should
reaction.
have done that on the lemonade mouth.
No, literally.
I know, but we didn't think about it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we'll see if you can figure out when that happens.
Anyway, Bay's been on the podcast before. Camp Rock, Descendants,
Yeah, if you want.
Tangled. You were on that
I
one.
think Tangled was the first one you're on. So that's if you want to hear more about Bae's whole life and upbringing with Disney Channel, go there.
Yeah, we still have not done Camp Rock 2. Who knows when we're doing Camp Rock 2?
Hey, maybe that's next week. It's not even Steven's movie.
Yeah, we're never
It
doing
might be
an
even
Steven's
Steven's movie. It very well might.
Who knows? But yeah, today we're talking about Eddie's Another Cook-Off. One of the
Hell yeah.
goopiest movies we got.
There's so much goop.
It's like grosser than other ones because it's always food.
It actually made me uncomfortable.
It did. It really did. That's just a Paul Hogan special. He
Here-
loves good.
Here's the thing about this movie, and I love this movie within here. Outside of the goops, but even the goops in and of itself, this is the most DCOM I think
Yep.
there
It's
is.
the most run-of-the-mill, like, you want a classic DCOM feel, watch Eddie's $1 Million Cook.
I don't think there's a movie that feels more like a Disney Channel original movie than this movie. I genuinely looked through the list, and I don't think there's one.
Yeah, when I was watching it, I was feeling that way too. I was like, wow, this is really a DCOM. I'm like, wow, he's got like all the hallmarks of a DCOM, bad CGI, lots of goop, like some kind of sexism.
The High School
yeah.
Musical plot.
Yeah.
Yeah. High School Musical before High
Stick
School
it to the
Musical.
man. You know?
Yeah, like, not my dream, your dream.
Yeah.
Sexism, I can do this thing too.
Yeah.
Kind of a niche hobby, but not really.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so niche. Nobody
yeah.
does it.
It's not as niche
Well,
as...
not any boys, not any famous celebrity boys do it.
Yeah, and... Yeah, they really hit home the sexism stuff so much. The dad is sexist literally every
The
sentence
bad
he
writing
says.
in this movie is like, again, if I'm looking at this for objective takes on a lot of stuff, it doesn't work within there. If I'm looking on this as a fun way to teach a very simple message of guys can cook, girls can play sports, you can be against your gender norms a little bit, sure, fine, it does that and it passes it to a kid's level. But it's also hilarious how sexist they make the dad. Every other line he says in this
Yeah.
movie is a sexist comment.
He brings it up when it doesn't need to be brought up at all. It was just like, why are you always so focused on gender?
Yeah.
And again,
gender
does it make it a
roles?
better movie? No. Does it make it a more enjoyable movie? Ironically, yes.
Yes.
And that's, again, this is like, I like this movie a lot.
Speaking of the dad, I know that he's in High School Musical too. I know we'll
Mhm.
probably get there, but that's all I could see the
Yeah,
whole time I was watching it. I'm like, fuck you, man, you're
He's
coach on our
crazy.
golf
And he's
course.
in like other DCOMs too
He's
as
in
like
the
a
other me
straight
as
dad. He's
well.
in the other me
Oh,
as
okay.
the dad in that. Is that the only other one?
I believe those are his only decoms, but still, 3 decoms as a major role where I enjoy him in all of them. In
Yeah.
this movie, it's entirely ironic, but
Yeah.
like genuinely, he's my decom king. Thank you, Mark L.
DCOM,
Taylor.
DCOM adult king.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Like
crazy.
the old
Yeah, I know
king.
he might not be Ryan Merriman or Andrew Lawrence, but like he does better than them. Maybe not Ryan Merriman. Ryan Merriman is genuinely great in his
He
decoms.
is. He really is. I love little Andrew Lawrence too.
Well, maybe that is a good time for us to step into the factos then.
Yes. First off, we don't have fan
Yeah, we don't have fan mail within here for
Sad.
Yeah,
any
we
Sad.
never do. It's okay.
yeah. Well, you could send us fan
Yeah,
mail.
Bae, send us fan mail.
No, I'm slacking.
You talk about this episode that you were already on. You're like, and also one more thing.
Actually, I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But y'all can email us at thedecomduo@gmail.com.
Or leave a YouTube comment or a
Yeah.
Spotify talkback.
Something. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I don't know.
You figure it out. Maybe us being this confronting is why people don't do it.
Oh.
Actually,
And if you want to do it and then us not to read it, just say don't read this,
They don't read it.
and we won't.
Yeah, we
Probably.
just like hearing thoughts about decoms personally. Yeah, anyway, factos.
Factos.
Decom duo factos.
This movie released July 18th, 2003.
That was 4.
Yeah.
I was 4.
4.
so-
You
I
were
was-
almost
I was
5.
2.
Yeah, I was almost 5.
It's the 45th decom. This is one I remember from childhood.
Oh my gosh,
They would
I
play
definitely
this for a
remember this.
long time.
Yeah, and I feel like I always like kind of missed it, but I would see the commercial and be like, "Oh, I want to watch that one."
Mm.
And I don't know if I ever caught the full thing. I caught pieces of it, but I definitely remembered this one existing in my childhood. Yeah, it kind of stuck around.
This and Smart House just
I
live
never
rent
really,
free.
I never really knew Smart House as a kid, which is crazy.
Loved it.
Smart House is so
Yeah.
good. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that in the Smart House episode, whatever.
I know we
that's
still
called.
haven't done that one, but
Okay.
we will eventually.
The director of this, as alluded to earlier, was Paul Hohen.
The Paul Hohen.
He is the decom king, actually.
Yeah.
Like, if we're being genuine, this is the decom king.
Yeah, read off all his decons.
He did Luck of the Irish, Let It Shine, Read It and Weep, You Wish, True Confessions, Jump In, Cheetah Girls One World, Dad Nap, Camp Rock 2, Cloud 9, How to Build a Better Boy, Invisible Sister, and all 4 Zombies movies.
So, of course, he did Dad Napped as well.
Yeah.
Because that was the other heavy goop.
Oh, and
movie.
You
That's
Wish,
why I said-
You Wish when we rewatched that
Oh
lately.
my god, you
it has
wish
as
was
many goops as all of these.
Oh my god.
That's why I
Okay.
said this
He
is Paul
likes to.
Hohen's special
Mm.
because he is the 3 goopiest.
This is
decoms.
arguably the goopiest movie because
The goofy movie.
there are 2 food fight scenes that the entire point is just like, here's a minute of kids throwing goop. And it's a war zone.
Yeah.
It's
We're
crazy.
making goop too.
Back on Paul Hohen, he won a Director's Guild Award for both Let It Shine and Jump In. He did a bunch of kids' TV directing as
Yeah.
well. He's produced stuff, he's directed stuff such as Annie Mac, and recently he's worked on the Vampirina Teenage Vampire Disney Channel show.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Mainly because I mention it every time we do a Paul.
Seen
Yeah.
a thing online.
You've seen a talk on the tick.
You talk a tick.
Yeah.
I scrolled the TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, for the Castles movie, playing the role of Eddie Ogden is
Ogden?
Ogden. I said it
Is
wrong.
it Ogden?
I think it's
so.
Ogden. It's spelled with an O,
Yeah.
but I think it is Ogden. It's Taylor Ball. He's really not that famous.
No.
This is the biggest thing with him. He's more of a musician than actor.
Oh.
Since 2017, he's been in a music duo, a metal band called Tragic Forms, which is like still actively releasing music as of 2025.
Dang. 2026?
Well, 2026, there's been 3 days into it when
You're right.
we're recording this.
Yeah, why not this year?
Yeah, why haven't they released anything
Dang,
yet?
they're dropping the ball.
He was in the main cast of the sitcom Still Standing, which I didn't know about, but other than that, basically no credits to him on this.
Okay.
Yeah. So, forgive you. I think he's a fun role within here. I'm kind of surprised he didn't do more. I feel like he does his work and he does it fine within this movie.
Mhm.
I have no issues with Eddie.
Yeah. He's good.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
Yeah.
He serves his
He's
role.
mid.
He's mid.
Yes.
He's a mid DCOM actor. Got one DCOM under his belt.
Yeah.
Playing the role of Frankie is Orlando Brown,
Mm,
Not to be confused with Orlando Bloom.
right.
and not to be confused with Taylor Ball because he's best known as Eddie on That's So Raven.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
his character
So like,
name.
why did they do this? It's similar to how Let It Shine, also Paul Hohen,
Yeah.
casted the person best known for playing Chris on Everybody Hates Chris
And his
as
best friend
someone
is-
whose best friend's name is Chris.
It's just confusing.
And now someone who's best known for playing a guy named Eddie. Although I don't know the timing of That's So Raven. Maybe that hadn't happened at this point.
No, it was happening.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it was actively I don't know when that's already been, but it was either like in the middle of it or wrapping up around this time. I think it was still going.
Other Disney credits Orlando Brown has is he had a recurring role on the Proud Family movie.
Yeah.
And the Proud Family and the Proud
The
Family
show
movie.
and the movie, yeah.
He had a main role in the show Fillmore. He was in Max Keeble's Big Move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other notable credits include Major Payne, and he had pretty big recurring roles in Family Matters, and of course, Mary-Kate and Ashley's sitcom Two of a Kind.
Of course.
They had so many projects after Full House. It's crazy.
Yeah, actually.
He's been in a lot of legal issues over the
Oh,
past
really?
I
decade.
remembered, like, I'm pretty sure he's not around. I'm pretty sure he's canceled now.
Yeah, he was arrested in 2022 for domestic violence threat against his
Oh.
brother,
Oof.
among other legal issues that he's faced. Although in 2023, he was on a season of the reality show Bad Boys, specifically the Texas version, and he's like making music. He's
Mhm.
done some stuff within music, like he had some credits within music. Yeah, so that's
Okay.
Frankie. Moving on, we have the role of DB. I think
I hate that guy.
I think we had a name for it at one point. It's Riley McClendon
Is the actor.
is the actor.
Yeah.
He's also in Buffalo Dreams.
Is
so
he the
he's
main character? No, I don't
no,
think
he's
so.
not the main character. I don't think.
He's just in it.
I think he's one of the friends.
We'll find out when we watch Buffalo Dreams
I
eventually.
remember so little about Buffalo Dreams.
I
That's
think-
one of the most.
I think that
whirlwind.
was a fever dream in itself,
Yeah.
was watching Buffalo.
There is a fever dream in Buffalo
Yeah.
Dreams. That was a really weird scene I'm remembering.
Yeah.
now. That's gonna be a trip when we get to Buffalo Dreams.
Yeah. I
Hey.
think we should get high and do.
He had a recurring role in The Fosters and also Just Legal.
Okay.
He's had small roles in things like Zoe 101,
Huh.
Pearl Harbor, Days of Our Lives.
What?
He's in Days of Our
He's
Lives.
in Days of Our Lives?
I asked you if he was an important role, and you said no.
Did you tell me a character name?
I said, "Am I going to write it down?" I said, "You said no."
Okay.
I don't remember who it
that.
was.
Days of Our
And I
Lives.
put it down that he was a contestant on the show Holy Moly, which is like a mini golf wipeout.
Oh,
Combination.
yeah.
That sounds fun.
It's just imagine being a celebrity in this kids show, and then you turn into a contestant on the show. Because I don't think it's a celebrity game show.
Right.
His last credit was in 2021.
Cool. Sorry, I just am again for my own peace of mind looking up who he was on Days of Our Lives.
We have to know.
Dirk? Who the fuck is Dirk? In 2016,
I know, it was right when you were watching.
I was watching that. Dirk
I mean, he probably
Dillard?
looks a lot older. It's
Dirk.
13 years later.
Well, I don't recognize the name. How many episodes?
Not that many.
6.
How many episodes are there in Days of Our Lives?
5 a week.
5 a week
Oh,
since
my.
for over 50. It's been like 60 years. So there's been
Hundreds
a
of
lot.
episodes. Okay.
It's thousands. This is the corner of the podcast that we call Days of Our Kelsey, where Kelsey just goes into a little bit of a rabbit hole on who that character was in Days.
Yeah. Friend Jade, when she and Joey are on the run, hiding from her Aunt Simone's commute, Jade appeared to be flirting with Dirk, which makes Joey uncomfortable. Dirk later brands Joey and Jade with a scorpion-shaped burn.
What?
Fuck?
They branded
that
him?
signified their acceptance into the commune. Dirk overhears Joey tell Jade he misses his parents and taunts him about it. Dirk says if Joey doesn't stop whining about missing home, Jade will find a real man. Joey angrily attacks Dirk, and they get into a fight that Jade breaks up. After Joey leaves the commune, the police show up and question Dirk, and the shooting of the store clerks. Dirk panics and ends up shooting the officer. Dirk takes the entire commune hostage, and Jade secretly texts Joey to come. Joey bangs on the door, and Dirk pulls him in. Steve Johnson sneaks in, I know who that is, and tells Dirk that he works for the ISA and he can help him. Steve gets him in touch with the ISA and Dirk makes his demands. Dirk lets everyone go except Joey and Jade, so he has leverage to make sure Steve keeps his word. Joey lunges at Dirk and they struggle. Dirk shoots Joey and is quickly subdued by Steve and the remaining officer. Who's Joey and Jade?
We might be here for an hour.
Well, I'm sure I knew at the time.
I'm sure it was
That was
everything
a
you cared about.
that was a wild plot.
concludes Days of our Kelsey.
Just adds to the hourglass. So were my recaps of Days of Our Lives.
Yeah. Playing the role of the dad, Hank Ogden,
Ogdon.
is Mark L. Taylor, as we already referenced within here. He was in The Other Me. He's also in High School Musical 2.
Yes.
Absolute DCOM king himself.
Yeah. Very recognizable, mainly because of High School Musical too. Everybody
It's the
knows
most
this
wanted
man.
DCOM.
He's easy to hate in the
He's a
little clips.
good adult actor for a DCOM.
He
And I think
is.
it's really, he knows what he's supposed to do
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
well. And
It's
that's
fun.
like being these side characters that aren't the main characters at all, like supporting actor side, while still being kind of a bit of a goofball.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's fun.
Yeah.
He's very animated in a way that's fun.
Mhm.
He's done a bunch of other film and TV, mostly voice roles within there. Stuff like Inner Space, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, Homeward Bound, Arachnophobia. And on TV, he's done Superman, The Mask animated series, Dexter's Laboratory, The Powerpuff Girls.
Oh wow.
Just a lot of
Cool.
voices within those. Like he has a good amount of credits. He's a good actor. But he's not the biggest person within this show, I would say, this movie.
Oh yeah.
Playing the role of Hannah, which is just the baseball girl, but not the other baseball
But
girl,
not Kimberly.
Yeah, but not Kimberly.
is Rose McIver. First should mention she's also in Johnny Capahala Back on Board.
Right. I think you meant Amber. I think her name's Amber.
It is not Amber. It
That's
is
what
Rose
we always call
McIver.
her. We call her Amber because she's in the Christmas Prince franchise, and that's her character's name in
Yeah.
that. So every
I've
time
never even seen the Christmas Prince films, but anytime you see her in anything, you're like, that's Amber.
well, me, Bay, and Ben Liljo watch them all,
Yeah,
and
that's
in our
Amber.
college house, so we're like, that's Amber, and we always just call her Amber no matter what she's in.
She's Amber in my heart.
Yeah.
Probably more famous than being Amber in the Christmas Prince franchise. She's the main character of the Ghost sitcom,
Which is
pretty
good.
popular and good.
And also, iZombie was pretty big. I think.
Yeah, she was on I'm Zombie as the main one. She's also main role on Power Rangers RPM.
Crazy.
Wow.
Oh yeah, she's in the Lovely Bone.
Yeah, she's in
She
Lovely
was in
Bones.
Lovely Bone.
She was the sister.
Oh.
Hmm
She had a recurring role in Once Upon a Time and in Masters of Sex. She's had a lot of credits. She's made a big name for herself in the TV world.
Cool.
Yeah. Playing the other main girl kid within here is Bridget Simmons.
Mhm.
The role.
It's Simon.
Yeah, I was waiting for someone to do that. Playing her is Kylie Ladon. Hopefully I pronounced that right within there.
No idea.
The only other credit that she has at all is a New Zealand miniseries / documentary called Ben and Kylie's Brave New Build. So I think she made a very small documentary on herself.
Hmm.
And that's the only other credit she has.
Gotcha.
Playing the role of the mom, Sarah Ogden,
Mhm.
is Susan Brady. She was also in Xenon the sequel as the mom. She was the
Yeah.
recast version of the mom.
Gotcha.
Only in the
Awesome.
sequel.
Only in the sequel.
Yeah.
Not C3.
I don't believe Z3. She had notable roles in New Zealand TV shows like The Power Rangers and other ones I haven't really heard much of, including Melody Rules and Shortland Street. I don't know the New Zealand TV world. I'll jump ahead in a sec. This was filmed in New Zealand, if you couldn't tell from the amount of New Zealand actors, which is kind of interesting because I don't know why this one needed to be filmed in New Zealand, but maybe Disney just had a good credit within there because they did it for You Wish as well. Maybe Paul Hohen just likes New Zealand. He did Zombies 4 too.
I think he does, just like New Zealand.
Yeah.
Any excuse to go to another country, I guess.
And I think they give a lot of tax credits for New Zealand
Yeah.
productions because that's a large part of their business within there. But yeah. Playing the role of Mrs. Hadley is Nancy Linehan. Lenehan? Lenehan. Linehan? Linehan?
Ooh, Linehan sounds right.
Something like
Ooh.
that. Nancy.
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 Yeah. Wildly weird, and I have no idea why. She has a very big role. I would argue, like, the third biggest role in the
She's a
movie.
big
Yeah.
character.
I would say, other than the dad and Eddie, maybe the next biggest character.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She doesn't have a credit in the movie.
Like when the credits are rolling, she's not listed.
Her name is not in there, which is crazy.
Awful.
Isn't that crazy? What
Yeah.
happened? Who did
I
this?
really don't know.
What do they have against Nancy?
She's had recurring roles on stuff like My Name is Earl, Veep, Ellen, The Paper. That's very recent.
Mhm.
Among hundreds of other TV credits as well, usually like one episodes in big shows. She's just often go in, get an episode done, and that's her role. She does good work within there. She's had film supporting roles in stuff like Pleasantville. She's having a baby in Catch Me If You Can. And I found it very interesting. She was the voice of the Chuck E. Cheese chicken, Helen Henny.
Oh.
You know, the
Okay.
animatronic started with the voice
Creepy.
of Nancy, the teacher within it.
Lehan, something.
I only knew Chucky.
Yep. You never went to a Chuck E. Cheese.
I never knew their names. I remember seeing the other characters and being like, who are they? I just know Chucky.
Yeah. Charles E. Cheese.
Gotcha. Well, finally, we have playing himself, Bobby Flay. It's Bobby Flay.
It's Bobby Flay. Bobby Flay is Bobby
I
Flay.
did ask for some help on the factos here. So, would someone be able to tell me a little bit about Bobby Flay?
Well, let me tell you, I love Bobby
This is why you're on
Flay.
this episode.
Yes, correct. The only reason I'm on this episode is because I love Bobby Flay. Just a little background, I grew up watching like the Food Network and all that stuff. And he's a very big person on the Food Network. So Bobby Flay is actually, his full name is Robert William Flay. Something I found really interesting is he's actually a high school dropout.
Oh.
He worked at some pizza places. He worked at Baskin Robbins, and then he worked at the Joe Allen restaurant where his father was a partner, and that actually got him into cooking. He was making not cooking, but he was making salads at the
Mhm.
Joe Allen restaurant, and the owner Joe Allen was so impressed that he paid for Bobby's tuition to the French Culinary Institute.
What? Based on salad?
Yeah, based on salad.
That's crazy. Must have been the best goddamn salad
You can't beat
in
Bobby
the
Flay.
world.
That's one of his shows, Beat Bobby Flay. Anyway, we'll get there. He was actually in the first graduating class of the French Culinary Institute in 1984. He had a few chef jobs after graduating there. He was a sous chef, and then he worked with Jonathan Waxman, who introduced Bobby Flay to Southwestern cuisine, which actually went on to be his specialty. That's like his favorite thing to cook now. It literally defined his whole career, like his
Mhm.
signature. And then in 1991, he became the executive chef at, you've probably heard of it, Mesa Grill. And he actually became a partner there. So this Mesa Grill was, I think, in Arizona, Mesa, Arizona.
Mhm.
And then while he was working as the executive chef and partner of Mesa Grill, he started appearing on the Food Network. He started appearing on Iron Chef America, and he was known as Iron Chef Flay. So he was
Mm.
already like touted as like a big like chef name then. And then he actually started hosting his own shows in 1996. His first show was Grillin' and Chillin', which he self-admitted that it was bad. But he liked doing it anyway. It was a bad show, but he liked it. So this movie takes place in 2003. While Bobby Flay is an executive chef at Mesa Grill, and a regular on the Food Network, as well as hosting his various shows on other food channels and the Food Network. Like he was on Iron Chef, he was on like other food competition shows, and doing his own stuff, and being a chef, and starring and not starring, but like being a stand-in on not stand-in, whatever, doing side projects on movies and stuff. After his time on this movie, he actually opened a second Mesa Grill in Las Vegas,
Ooh.
which is where I'm sure most people know Mesa Grill from. and he earned a Michelin star at this restaurant in
Whoa.
2008. He lost it the next year though. So you know that you win some, you lose some.
Mm-hmm.
From there, he's gone on to host 17 different cooking shows on the Food Network alone.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's
great.
a lot.
Yeah, he actually won 4 daytime Emmys doing this. All right. Um, Something I found interesting, and I don't know if like the movie was based on this or not. I didn't look that deep into it. The same year this movie released, Bobby Flay established the Bobby Flay Scholarship,
Mm,
which is a full scholarship to the French Culinary Institute that is awarded annually to a student.
that's cool.
So we made this movie as a, hey, I have this actual thing. This is the
Yeah.
real $1 million cook-off.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really do think that. And Bobby Flay does actually personally assist with like choosing who is the recipient of that.
That's cool.
Yeah. Just a few other things he's on, just because I think it's like crazy that he's done so much. He hosted a show on Lifetime television. Crazy.
Wow.
Twice a month, he hosts a cooking segment on NBC's The Early Show. He was in this DCOM. He was on The Pyramid, the game show. He is on an episode of Law and Order SVU. He had a whole Jeopardy category about him for his show Throwdown with Bobby Flay. He's mentioned in the film Step Brothers. He's impersonated on South Park. He's in the final season of Entourage, an episode of Portlandia. He appeared in the film Scooby Doo and the Gourmet Ghost. He did commercials, Christmas movies, cartoons. He's basically done everything.
That's wild.
And all of that, he also wrote 14 cookbooks while doing it. And we end with, in 2015, he was actually inducted to the Culinary Hall of Fame, and he got a star on the Hollywood Walk of
I
Fame.
saw his star when I was in LA. I actually did, because I remember I saw it and I thought of you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Bay. That's really wonderful to hear all that
Okay.
facts about.
So you love
I-
Bobby Flay.
Yeah.
I want to say this though. When I was talking about having someone prepare, I was reaching out, helping with Bobby Flay facts. I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Kelsey's sister, Courtney.
Who actually hates Bobby Flay? I'd like you to listen and please give your reaction.
Fighting.
Okay, let's see if I can get this in a concise rant. I hate Bobby Flay. First of all, his face. I want to punch it. He has a very punchable face. Second of all, I hate his show Beat Bobby Flay because all it is he goes to some random town and he finds someone's like beloved grandma who has like an incredible cookie recipe and he's like, I think I can beat her. And then he makes like some dog shit cookies with like bacon in them or whatever. He's like, this is my Tex-Mex chocolate chip cookie. Beat that, grandma. And then fucking the town or whatever decides, and it's always Bobby Flay. And he's like, guess you couldn't beat me. Next time I beat Bobby Flay. It was the fucking worst. Like, how dare you? It was fucking awful. More so over, he was an absolute fucking dick on Iron Chef. Not Iron Chef America, which he was also a dick on, but Iron Chef in Japan. He greatly disrespected my favorite chef, which is Chef Morimoto, by like standing up on a counter and like getting the audience to cheer for Bobby Flay. And Morimoto just like looked at him like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, how dare you disrespect my favorite guy, Morimoto? Also he cheated on his wife probably with another
Allegedly.
network star. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. So like, fuck Bobby Flay. He's the absolute worst.
And that's it.
I did see the stuff about him and his wife getting divorced because of the alleged cheating, but I was not going to bring that up. I never said he was a great person. I just like him. I also agree with his got a very punchable face.
Yeah.
He's into showmanship, and if Morimoto can't take the heat, he should get out the kitchen.
Oh, damn. All right. Well, can't hear that reply from Court. We're gonna have her on pretty soon to do Cheater Girls 2. Not exactly. Don't have that scheduled out exactly.
Yeah,
She'll be here. Might be the next episode or the episode after that. We're gonna Cheater Girls 2. So maybe we'll get some follow up Bobby Flay action there. But thank you for coming with your Bobby Flay facts. Sorry for
absolutely
Blindsided you.
blindsiding you there, but we thought it would be funny.
That was hilarious. I was like, wait, what?
We also have someone who hates Bobby Flay.
Yeah. The one extra note I'll add about Bobby Flay that I did find that I don't think was fully covered with here is I found a story that at age 8, Bobby Flay asked for an Easy Bake Oven for Christmas.
He did.
And his father was like, no, a G.I. Joe would be more appropriate. But he got both.
He got both.
Nice.
I did see that. I didn't bring that up.
Easy
Yeah,
Bake
it's
Ovens
it's
are
very
awesome.
related to the film.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they did
I've
both
like,
that.
Yeah.
very on the nose, honestly.
But like Easy Bake Oven slap. It was so
Like,
fun.
maybe this movie is based off of his scholarship he made because they did the Easy Bake Oven joke too. I'm like,
Maybe.
they're pulling from Bobby Flay's life.
Yeah. It's cool he was on this movie. It's
Yeah.
just like, do kids even know? Do they even care?
No,
It's
but
for
the
the parents in the
adults do.
room.
Yeah, the parents. Or
And
like,
also just to be
Bobby
like,
Flay.
there's such thing as celebrity chefs.
It's for
Yeah.
4-year-old me who loved watching the Food Network, and I
Mhm.
watched this movie. And I was
Yeah, see,
It
it's
got me
funny.
to care about a baseball movie.
like, it sure did.
My sister also loves the Food Network and hates Bobby Flay. So.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
Hey, he's got fans and he's got haters. Okay,
Yeah.
like everybody.
I really couldn't find that many fun facts about this film, which is shocking to me. But we found a lot about Bobby Flay, so I feel safe about
Yes,
that.
we had a whole history of Bobby Flay.
found out-
It's prolific.
I'm like a full behind the scenes bumper that Disney would run on the channel talking about how they filmed the food fights. I'm like, I don't need to watch
I
that.
don't want to know.
Oh, yeah, I don't really care.
It's gross. And they were like, oh, we had to clean up after for
Yeah, I
real.
bet.
I'm like, yeah, it probably
Well,
sucked.
yeah.
I
Oh,
also found several like cooking recipes of people trying to make the purple sauce.
oh, nice.
And I'm like, there's no way that's actually good.
Okay, when we'll get to this too, but like when you see the purple sauce, I'm like, it looks like it's got thicket in it. Like it looks like it has a thickening agent. In it.
Yeah, it's so goopy. Like thick.
I also don't think that would be a good barbecue
I
sauce.
can't imagine that feels good in
Why
your
is it
mouth.
purple?
Why is it purple?
Hey, I'm fine with it being purple.
Well, like what makes
colored
it
it purple? What ingredient?
Blueberries?
Maybe. I don't know. It's weird. I guess we'll talk about it when we get
Yeah.
there.
You want the Disney Plus subscription?
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. Eddie Ogden, a baseball prodigy with a knack for the culinary arts, surprises everyone when he enters a major cooking competition on the same day as his team's playoff game. With Eddie spending more time in the kitchen than on the field, he starts striking out with his friends, and even with his own father. Will he be able to fulfill his obligation to the team and still be true to himself?
This is just like fan fiction of High School Musical, except
It's High School Musical if Troy didn't exist and Zeke had to be the main guy.
Yeah. And it's
And it's
baseball.
baseball, not basketball.
Yeah.
Which is High School Musical too.
Dad is the coach, like
Yeah. That
same
is-
guy in the movie.
so many movies do that where it's just like, oh yeah, and the coach is also the dad.
And again, we're
From-
also well. First off, the dad is a coach in a lot of stuff. Your dad was a coach.
Well, I know, it's just like for even just writing a movie, it's so much easier to be like, and it's also your father figure that's putting more pressure on you. Like
Yeah.
your literal father, and he's also your coach. And it's just DCOMs have done it multiple times.
Yeah, that's a pretty common thing within there. But overall, within here, again, we keep calling this the High School Musical plot, but this is before High School Musical.
It was. This
But
was
it's also
first.
like this is not a unique plot within you. There's stuff like Ice Princess is the same thing, and that's before this.
Listen,
Go figure.
these
That's
millennials
after.
took off walked, so High School Musical could run.
It tiptoed.
It took
like,
all of
it-
the goop
yeah.
that High School Musical could have had,
What
and
except
got
for
rid
the
of it.
milk.
And the cheese fries?
Yeah.
On Ashley Tisdale's chest?
Yeah,
Gross. Yeah, they like slip on the milk. It's gross.
All right. Well, that's what I have for the factos.
Amazing. Are we ready to jump into the movie?
I'm ready to rip girls this movie.
Do you want to pick a decom?
I'm ready to horse sense this movie.
Nice. Good one. All right. So we open up. The first word I wrote, baseball.
Kelsey, like a minute later, was like, first word is baseball.
Because it's a baseball on the
A
screen.
very bad CG baseball.
Yeah, and
It's
that
2003. Give him
Right.
some credit.
He's $1 million cook-off and like the moving that they also did that for You Wish. It was like basically the same thing for You Wish.
Paul
Paul Hohen, where it's like the animated kind of letters like CGI and like something's moving in the title.
All DCOMs used to have their own basically logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Zombies still has the
Yeah.
logo. And Descendants.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, the
It's
franchise.
just a lot of the other ones don't necessarily.
Yeah, the other like standalone.
But no, actually, a lot of them recently do.
Or like
I don't know if
I feel like Naughty Nine has.
Naughty Nine definitely had one. It had an ornament. Did Prom Pact have one?
It had the big
I think Slumber Party
blocky.
had one. I
Like,
think they're still doing it.
maybe they're still doing it actually.
Yeah.
Maybe they just stopped for a few years in the middle.
Yeah.
I feel like the more serious ones often don't.
I feel
Yeah.
like Quince definitely had one.
Oh yeah.
Did Prom Pact have one?
Yeah, you already said.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Wait, did we just go back in time? Yeah, okay, so the food shack opens, popcorn's popping. We're getting ready for baseball, everyone. Kids are warming up on the field, burgers being grilled. Poach hits a ball to the outfield, and Marcus crashes into Jordan
This is
instead
a
of
baseball movie, so
catching.
there's got to be like 10 characters. Marcus and Jordan
Not
do not matter.
No, but they fight a lot.
They are the left fielder and the center fielder.
Yeah, and then the coach hits one to Kimberly, who trips on her shoes and doesn't
her
catch the
shoes
ball.
are tied.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, I would like to say in baseball, I don't know at what point it changes, like between left or right in here, but you typically put your worst fielder in right field because no kid hits it there.
Yeah, because they're all righties,
Yeah.
usually.
Well, if I was playing, I would hit it there.
Yeah, you would.
My left-handed self.
Yeah. Didn't you bat right-handed, BenG?
I batted right hand.
That's so
I
I
bat,
bat left.
which is like very inefficient. It's like I gave myself no advantage. Being a left-handed thrower is an advantage if I was a pitcher,
But you're not.
but I'm not. I was bad at throwing. So I gave myself no help within all of that.
Yeah. No, my sister played like 2 years of softball and she was a lefty batter. And she would just get hit by the pitches and walk.
Yeah.
Notably, Eddie's a left-handed hitter within here, which is interesting.
Oh yeah, he is.
Every time
Gives him an advantage. That's why he's so good. He's not actually a prodigy. It's just kids don't know how to pitch to him.
Yeah.
left-handed people do exist, though.
And he can hit pretty well because he did get a couple home runs.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
went into the
Well, the only reason he did is because he's a lefty.
That's what I'm saying.
right.
We'll talk about it. One of my favorite things, I can't believe I haven't mentioned it yet in this podcast. In this entire movie, the baseball logic, particularly Eddie's
It's so
specific baseball
It's
logic,
so funny.
is so funny. Just the concept of a kid slumping in baseball, but not being worse offensively. Instead, he just can't remember to put his fucking foot on the base
Yeah.
is so funny. And the fact that everyone in the world agrees, yeah, Eddie's by far our best player. We're having him play first base.
First
Is
base.
so funny because that's like the easy defensive position.
Yeah.
All you have to do is catch.
Other than putting him in the outfield where he's not going to get much action, you just put him for like all you do is catch the ball. And he can't keep his foot on the fucking bag.
He can't do his one job.
Also, anytime anything's happening in this movie, it's a double play opportunity. Those don't actually happen that often.
Kids,
So many.
not even professional as much. It's like, yeah.
Well, for
why
kids,
is
it's
it-
more often because
guess
kids
because they
hit
can get
more
off
into the
base.
infield.
Yeah,
There's high scoring games in this.
there really are. Yeah.
Which again, kids baseball is more high scoring
Yeah.
because pitchers are generically worse.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the movie and the kids warming up. Frankie's the catcher and he chases after the third baseman. Was that DB?
No,
No, it wasn't.
That's the one whose dad's a nurse.
Yeah. DB hits a ball right into the concession stand, and Soda gets freaking
This is an
everywhere.
immediate goof.
Houses everywhere.
Everywhere. It's so gross. There's food everywhere. And the runner of the concession stand is somehow just so Italian. And he's like, I told you to never open the flaps when the groundhogs are warming up. It's like, why, what's with the accent? That guy had one line, and he's like, I'm going to do
He
an
said
accent.
one line and like, I have done some deep character work for this, Paul. I really need you to let me do this. I found my character.
Let me, the soda.
He's method acting it.
It's so funny because like, why is he doing all of this?
Yeah, they go,
Have fun.
They go, at least we still got Eddie. And he catches the ball at first. I'm like, what a legend. He caught the ball.
Wow.
He knows how to catch that ball at first.
Maybe you should be a catcher.
Well, that's Frankie.
Yeah.
Again, it's not hard to catch a baseball coming to you while you're holding a glove. We
No.
never see, other than the opening scene of the brothers tackling each other and Kimberly tripping over her shoes, no one else drops a ball in this entire film.
No. No one ever drops.
Which
There's
again,
not
is a
even
way-
Eddie. He just doesn't have his foot on
which
the
would
bag.
be a way more logical reason to fuck
Yeah.
up.
Or maybe he overthrows it or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. The end. there's someone who drops it, but they get like hit first.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's a different
Yeah.
that's
That's
a different
different.
situation.
I have feelings about that scene.
All right.
That's the end of the movie.
I know. We'll
Yeah.
get there.
All right, in the dugout, coach is like, "This could be a winning year," and then Hannah shows up late, dressed in pink and like a
The
cheerleading
pom-poms.
uniform. Yeah, to fool her mom because her mom thinks she's a cheerleader, and the game's happening. And coach is being harsh to the player. He's like, "Yeah, you're throw like a girl." Like any chance he has to be sexist, he takes it.
No, this is literally his character.
And the assistant coach is like, "Chill." And then they get a double play, and which is cool. But in the end, they lose 10-3.
Which is a crazy deficit.
It is.
In kids baseball, someone who's played baseball, I quit in middle school, but scores like this aren't as insane as you would expect.
Mhm.
There's a lot more variance in children's baseball.
If there's going to be a
100%.
dominating team, they're going to be a dominating team, probably.
At least they scored it all.
They love showing the scoreboard in this movie, and I just wrote a note that the team they played that they lost to were called the Players.
I'm also going to mention it now because I don't want to get too much into it later. The scoreboard operating in this movie
It's so
is
bad.
wrong more often than it's right.
Yeah, we kept pausing it because I wanted to like look at the score and
Yeah.
stuff for my notes, and we're like, "That's wrong."
There's stuff that they show that's objectively wrong time and time again.
It's so funny.
Like,
They
the
also,
last shot of the scoreboard is wrong.
like they like to do all the scores in like the first 2 innings and the last 2 innings, and there's like all zeros in the middle most of the
Yeah,
time.
all the action happens at the beginning and the end.
Like they get tired in the middle or what?
Yeah.
They didn't want to film 9 innings of work,
Yeah.
so they just say, "Yeah, nothing happened."
Yeah. Coach is like, "Good game, but it's time to get serious about winning." And Frankie's like, "It's because our team name sucks, the Groundhogs." And then they never bring that up.
They never
again.
bring that up.
I don't know why. It's like, groundhogs aren't intimidating or something. Because then they just start winning after this.
Is that not their school mascot?
No,
Oh,
because
it's
They're
their
all
school.
in the same school.
yeah, because like the Eagles are also
Oh,
classmates. Yeah,
It's not travel ball,
it's
but
like
they do have a college scout coming, which is wild.
What? They're
For
in
an
8th grade.
To be fair, in baseball, you get scouted at a much younger age
Really?
than
do
others.
kids drop out of high school for it or
They often go to specific academies for it. You get drafted out of high school. About half of the
Okay.
first round is high school players.
that's crazy.
Dang.
So, like, yeah, there would be scouters potentially for 8th graders if someone's making hype.
Like, I guess, do we know that they're in 8th grade? It just said, like, 8th grade and up, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe they might be 9th. I could believe 9th.
I could believe 9th. Like,
And that makes sense for
new to
you
high school for
because you get
electives.
like one elective though, and that
Yeah.
feels very
I
middle
would
school
think
to
they would
me.
be doing travel baseball then and not all be in the same school,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
Maybe
know.
maybe the Eagles are, like, a year older. Well, no, they don't. Why are they in class together? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't
Well, they
know.
were in the lunchroom together. I don't know if they were in
No,
class
he was
together.
in class because he was like, oh, wait, maybe it's not. Maybe it is.
I think it's lunch.
Yeah, okay.
They only
okay.
show, like, other than home ec, like, one other class scene in the entire movie.
I don't even
Yeah.
remember. But yeah, anyway, Eddie goes like, "It's time for Eddie dogs," and
They look disgusting.
They do. DB's like, "I've been waiting all year for this."
Oh my god, don't you love a hot dog where it's the most processed looking hot dog you've ever seen in your life on a giant bun, and then Eddie just goes, "Let me Salt Bay all over this."
I'm gonna throw everything on it, and also when I put the ketchup and mustard on it, it's going all over the bun.
All over the
Oh,
bun. It drives me crazy. He's like
The first goop, or the
Shoot-
second goop, technically.
shooting all the ketchup and mustard from like as far away as he can and just getting it all over the buns. Like, how are you gonna hold that? And then he's just like tossing the toppings on it from a
Yeah.
distance. He's like sauerkraut, onions, like everything that's available, relish probably. I don't know.
I will say something that continually made me mad throughout this movie is like the amount of food waste. I'm
Yeah.
like, it looks like they wasted so much food just to film this, and I'm like, they better have donated to some food banks or something.
And they act like this is such an amazing, like, staple invention from Eddie. He's just taking every topping that's available to him and
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't bring any
piling it
toppings.
up.
Including cherry tomatoes, which I
Ew.
like. Ew.
What?
Yeah.
You're from Chicago. How do you feel about this?
Well, first of all, ketchup doesn't go on hot dogs, and that's the first thing he put on.
Yeah.
So, no relish. Sauerkraut's whatever, but like no
Oh.
relish, no pepper.
I like a good Chicago dog. I like pickles now. So, and part of it was when we went to Chicago last year,
Yeah.
2 years ago.
24.
2 years,
So
26.
2 years now. That was at the early stages of me starting to like pickles, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I'll put a pickle on my hot dog. I'm in Chicago. What else am I gonna do?
Oh,
It's a
God.
Chicago dog. The only thing I didn't do was the sport peppers.
You can get like less hot ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I enjoy a good Chicago dog. This is not that. Chicago dogs have,
Eddie.
It's an Eddie dog.
yeah, Chicago dogs have a lot of toppings, so it's not like
It's not
disgusting.
every topping known to man. It's like a
Yeah.
cohesive mix.
For
Yeah.
sure. Anyway, so the Eagles come by and bully the Groundhog Boys, and DB's pissed. He wants to beat them so
He
bad.
has anger
He
issues.
really does.
Yeah.
He's just a short, angry little guy.
He's a little angry guy.
Even like his
Yeah.
big moment of redemption is being angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't be like heartfelt. He had to get angry
Yeah,
about it.
yeah. Eddie's like, let's beat the Eagles. That's what this season is all about. Specifically, we're gonna beat the Eagles. Do they not play them into the playoffs
Nope.
though?
I guess.
So they have to.
How many teams are there in this league?
So the season isn't just about beating the Eagles; it's about making it to the playoffs so that you can beat the Eagles. So you want to win the playoffs. Like
Maybe
I-
he didn't know the schedule. And he's like, oh, somehow we're avoiding the Eagles all year.
I thought like he meant like the one regular season game we have against the Eagles, let's win. But no, they had to go to the playoffs for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Crazy.
they lost the one game they were playing to them right then.
Well, that
They
they
didn't
weren't.
play
They were
them.
playing the players.
They played the players.
Oh, right. So the Eagles were just there watching.
They were
I
the
think they were
next
playing
game.
next. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that
they
makes
were coming
sense. I did not absorb all that.
You're too busy idolizing Bobby Flay.
Well, he wasn't in the movie yet. But also,
And you're like, why would I pay
the
attention?
anticipation and then the disgust at Eddie Dogs just.
Yeah, you were like going and throwing up over
Correct.
the Eddie.
Yeah.
You were rightfully distracted.
Yeah. So then the coaches talk about the college scout coming to the Eagles game, and coach, who's also Eddie's dad, he's like, why don't they come to see Eddie? He's the best in the league.
It's crazy to say that about your son,
Team
even though it's
sucks.
true.
They don't want to watch a team that sucks.
Yeah.
But like
Also,
it's baseball and you're drafting individual players, but also you can see him next year.
best in
Yeah.
the league. He plays first base.
Again,
Yeah.
if he was really an elite athlete like this, he'd probably be playing shortstop,
Yeah.
maybe second base, maybe catcher. He would definitely pitch. He would 100% would pitch.
If he,
Yeah.
well,
Pitch and
pitching
hit.
is so like specialized though,
It's
But
like really technical.
It's something where basically all MLB athletes were pitching in high school
because they're the best.
because they were just the best athletes.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
He's not in high school.
Yeah, they're like he's best in the league, and they're like, but our team sucks. And the assistant coach sits on a ketchup bottle, and like the camera
You know?
view shot of that is like right, it squirts right at the camera. It's so disgusting.
Yeah.
And it doesn't get on anyone else.
No.
No, actually, when that happened, I did forget that happened. But like, I think DB throws it on the.
Yeah, he like throws a ketchup bottle on a bench.
Yeah, and when I saw it, I was like, that's Chekhov's ketchup bottle.
Immediately paid off.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to wait at all.
No,
At home mom cooks or something, and the kids
she
run.
started cooking.
Yeah, she like got groceries,
Yeah.
and the kids run in and they're shaking up the whole house, and dad.
Tackling each other.
Yeah,
When we say shaking up the whole house, we mean like there was actual.
it was like an earthquake.
Yeah, they were like pretending, like shaking the camera back and forth like it was an earthquake. I was like, what is?
I know. I'm
happening?
like, is there an earthquake happening?
No,
What?
it's the same.
We don't know really where this takes place, this movie.
It could
New
be
Zealand.
like
Well,
good point.
I
It could
don't
be
think
like
New Zealand. I think they're pretty clear it's supposed to be America.
I feel like it just because of the like little swampy pond. I'm like, it's giving Florida.
I guess.
But like there's
Florida, I was
he
thinking
has
California.
Angels for the LA memorabilia, but other people are into the Yankees, and I guess those are just
Yeah,
baseball teams
Big
that were
baseball
popular at the
teams.
time. So it could be anywhere. This is the
Yeah.
most anywhere movie.
Yeah.
But where would Bobby Flay record?
LA,
Texas.
Texas.
His signature is Southwestern. He loves Tex-Mex.
And he makes barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
I guess.
That's why Bobby Flay chose him. Because he made an awesome
Oh.
barbecue sauce.
Of course, it's purple.
Yeah.
Anyway, dad pulls Eddie aside and is like, "Hey, if you don't want to be a groundhog anymore, you don't have to. You could join a better team." And Eddie's like, "No, what?" Which is crazy because he's the coach.
It's
He's
also
like,
yeah. First off, would he be like doing a different one, or is he saying go join a better team, also coach this team?
I think that is what he would do.
Second of all, it's really funny to have this conversation when you're still deciding to have this team be good enough to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
didn't need this part of the plot at all.
He just cares so much about Eddie getting noticed by scouts, I guess.
And being good at baseball.
Yeah. And the mom's like, don't put all the
There's a
pressure
lot of
on
money
him.
in baseball.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mom's like, don't put all that pressure on him. It's just a game. And Dad's like, it could be more than a game. And then Eddie puts on some Bobby Flay and he's mesmerized.
Like all the friends and brothers are arguing and tackling each other still. He just clicks the channel over to the Food Network and says Bobby Flay and he gets heart eyes.
Yeah, he's like in a
Me.
trance when Bobby Flay is on.
Same.
Courtney could never.
Courtney would never
She's like in a murderous raid.
punch him in the face.
Yeah. The TV's
Um,
gone.
yeah. Mom and Dad still argue, and the mom's like, "Has he ever told you he wants to go pro?" And the dad's like, "What? Tell her, Eddie." And he's in the trance watching Bobby Flay
What does
crack an
Bobby-
egg
yeah.
with one hand.
And I can't do that.
Why does that matter so much in this movie?
Because it's the sign of a true chef if you can do that with one hand while doing something else.
Yeah, didn't you watch We Live in Time? Same thing there.
Oh, did she do it with one hand?
Yeah,
Did she?
yeah.
Wow, she was a chef, dude.
Florence
You're
Pugh.
a chef, dude.
You're a chef, dude.
It's so important. The most important thing to being a chef is being able to crack an egg with one hand,
Otherwise you're not a
getting
chef.
an egg shell in the bowl.
Yeah. And the dad's like, I'm not pushing, I'm steering. And the mom cuts her finger, and the dad almost faints, so they have to take her to the ER. And Eddie's
Yeah.
left back with his two friends, Frankie and DB. And so they're putting away all the food. And Eddie has a plate, like the dinner plates that they use later.
Yeah.
Just a plate of raw chicken
Yeah.
in saran wrap. Why?
Like,
Why is it being packed? Why are they putting it away like that?
Well, because I think they're just gonna cook it like the next day.
Yeah, but like, why do you put it on a plate? What packaging did it come in?
Well, I think maybe the mom already got it out to like start cooking. And
So he's like, I'll just put it on a
and
plate.
saran wrap it and put it in. Yeah, that's kind of
Yes.
what I
Do you
got
have
from it.
Tupperware or a Ziploc bag?
I don't know. Ziploc bag would have been a good.
And
And
action.
we're in.
Action.
Why not just use a Ziploc bag?
Yeah, that's it.
Cut.
Behind the scenes, our audio cut out for like 5-10 minutes of us talking, so we're cutting back into the Ziploc bag part. And action. Why not just use a Ziploc bag?
Yeah, Ziploc bag would be a good idea.
Yeah. Why not? Okay.
Also, this dude washes raw chicken. We definitely talked about that for 5 minutes straight and didn't realize we weren't recording.
So
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, so they start cooking and he rinses off the chicken and we're like, is that a thing?
Like, is that a thing? I know that like people say things about white people cooking. And so I'm just like, is this a white person thing? Because all three of us are white people. So
That
I'm
we
like,
don't rinse off our chicken?
We've never heard of this. We've never done this. Is this a white person thing?
What do you
But
need to
Eddie's
rinse off?
white.
Eddie's white. But what do you need to rinse off?
I just Googled.
Oh my god, you actually did it this
I did it. I Googled, do you wash raw chicken? And Google says, never wash raw chicken.
I knew it.
Yeah, so Eddie fucking up.
Because it's cross-contamination.
Yeah,
potential.
because you're like probably
Putting it
getting
in the
that,
sink.
getting
Yeah.
it all over your sink. Your dishes go in there too. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, unless you're using really hot water that's gonna like kill any bacteria or salmonella
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, yeah, it doesn't feel. It's just like
Eddie's
You
an
don't-
idiot.
don't use the same knife or cutting board for cutting raw chicken as like
No.
anything else, and you like
You know
Leave
he's
it
not
after.
washing his hands in between this too.
and not with hot enough water.
They're
to
all
kill.
getting salmonella.
Yeah,
But Eddie's so confident. He goes, I make Eddie dogs. How hard can this be?
right. And Eddie dogs are not cooking; they're assembling.
You're just putting a bunch of shit on a hot dog. You're like, I can cook.
He's never cooked once before in his life.
No, not once.
And now
But guess
gonna
what?
cook raw
He's a
chicken.
fucking natural, except for the fact that he only can smash an egg into a bowl.
Yeah, he can't crack it with one hand. He tries. He tries to crack
He
it.
really like tries to pitch that thing.
And that-
to the-
Yeah, and
It's
there's like
so important to the movie.
there's a whole montage of him cooking, right? And the music and the editing is crazy. It's like blaring saxophone jazz music. The editing's all over the place.
The music's all just like
It's honestly annoying.
It's
Just
jarring score.
I wrote, they make some nasty ass chicken and boil some broccoli.
They use their Fruit Loops as the breading.
his friends not into it.
No, but they do help him
They
anyway.
do. They're like, hey, we got some half stale cereal over here.
Which this is
Yeah.
not the energy they're giving at any other
Any
point
other
in the
time.
movie.
And they make a whole ass mess. I'd be so mad as a mom. Be like, I just went to the ER. Like, I cut myself. You wasted all my food I had planned for my dinners all week. You made a freaking mess of the kitchen. Why'd you use my dragon fruit? That was for my breakfast. They
Here's
make
the
like
thing.
a dragon
When they
fruit
go and
gravy.
eat this, they eat every last drop. There's
They
no
do eat.
leftovers. Daddy
And-
ate no crumbs.
And as the mom, I'd be like, well, then we are going to eat this.
And they buy
Yeah.
pizza and everything.
And
We'll
he
get to
brings
that.
home with
Let's-
pizza.
Let's talk about what the final product is here because it's actually genuinely
They
awful.
they make the lumpiest mashed potatoes you've ever seen in your
Yeah.
life, and they stack it up, kind of like you've seen
A baking
the
soda
little like.
volcano, but not baking soda.
But I've seen it where it's mashed potatoes, and you get little dino nuggies,
Yeah, yeah,
and you make it look like that, and you get the broccoli trees,
yeah.
and you do the gravy lava, and it's really cute. I actually
Yeah.
kind of want to do that. That sounds fun.
Except his gravy lava is like red.
It's like red dragon fruit, and they have the broccoli and they have carrots, and they made it kind of like a volcano,
Yeah.
and with their nasty ass chicken, but it's
Yeah.
like drumsticks.
What are the chicken? Like, are the drumsticks like rocks?
I don't know. They're like on the volcano.
Oh, maybe they're supposed to be magma or something.
I don't know. Anyone who doesn't like mixing their food together would hate this.
No, this is an autistic person's nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everything's on the mashed potatoes. The dragon fruit gravy's getting on everything. And yeah, the mom comes home with the brothers and the dad with pizza, and they're like, I guess we're not going to eat this pizza. We're going to eat whatever the fuck Eddie made.
Hey, but they all love it. They all are like, oh, we're never going to do it. But then they all eat it and they're like, this is actually delicious.
Yeah, mom's like, I'm impressed. And they're like, yeah, it was all Eddie.
There's also a line in here I just want to mention. We're not going to mention every time the dad is being sexist, but I thought this one was especially stupid. He's like, hey, men don't faint, they pass out.
Yeah. Because
He's gendered fainting.
yeah, they don't faint, they pass out because I'm a man. It's so stupid. So yeah, they're like, Eddie did this, and Dad's like, I guess we should call you Chef Eddie. Ha ha.
Or Edwina.
Ha ha ha. The brothers are like, we'll call
And
you
Eddie immediately
Edwina.
like just starts being sad.
So stop
Yeah.
it.
It's
It's
like
not
I was doing
Edwina.
something fun and now you're calling me a girl.
Because only girls cook.
And like I'm not gonna flame a 2003 DCOM for making it still be like you should feel bad about being called a girl.
Yeah.
But like
The dad's
there's
like,
so much of just like, oh my god, girl is an insult.
yeah. It's really hitting it home in this one. Like they run away with it. The dad's like, oh Eddie, we're just teasing. It's not like anyone thinks you'll turn in your baseball mitt for an oven mitt.
Foreshadowing.
I think it's too on the nose to be foreshadowed.
You're right. Explicitly spoiling.
Yes. At school, the boys discuss which elective they're going to take. DB
Oh my
wants
God.
wood shop. Eddie's like, computer science is supposed to be really easy.
Yeah,
It's-
nope, that Eddie's the one that's saying this. It doesn't really make sense within here. I doubt it's an easy A, but they're like you can play video games for
Is it just like basic computer class like we did in elementary school?
So like typing.
Yeah, where you just
Yeah.
like type.
in the core immediate principles because computer science was a lot less advanced probably
In 2000.
in 2003.
That's true. That's true.
Now it's like coding and shit.
Now this would be vibe coding 101.
What's
What's a prompt in Chat GPT?
Like,
But then he sees the home economics room and like ethereal music starts
Yeah.
playing.
very angelic. Like,
And it's like, wait a second, why did I just say 1 minute ago I wanted to do computer science? That sucks.
just look in, right? And
Yeah,
you
he
see
looks in, he sees all the kitchen stuff.
It's like I've never
This-
noticed that room before.
This is the best looking kitchen, like learning kitchen I've ever
It's
seen.
actually amazing.
This school campus is insane. This home ec building is its own
It's
building.
its own building.
Yeah.
And there's other buildings for other specific classes. This is like
It's like a campus.
wealthy place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, my home ec's like classroom didn't look like that. And I'll say something about more stuff that's in there later because we'll get to it.
Okay.
But it's very unlike.
I
any other
also
school.
didn't have home ec in my schools, and I would have loved it because those would have been actual skills I could have used.
Is home ec literally just cooking? Why don't they just
No.
call it cooking?
We learn like nutrition
Okay.
too. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think there's also some like first aid skills. There's
Oh, yeah, like kitchen first aid and food safety, not just cooking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I
In
think you
middle
learn how to
school,
I
do
learned
like
about
taxes stuff
vitamins.
too sometimes.
we might have had some
Sometimes.
kind of like cooking or home ec class in my high school. I don't know. I like choir took up all my electives basically. In middle school, we had health class and we did like 1 week of home ec where we made some recipes and food safety, whatever. But it was only like a 1 week
Mhm.
course thing. So I don't know. Yeah, Eddie's mesmerized just looking in
So
here.
am I.
And his friends are like, dude, come over here for registration. He's like, I guess I just never saw that room before.
DB's like, yeah, it gave me the heebie-jeebies when I
Yeah.
saw it.
And then they storm into this crazy crowd. It's just like a free for all. Grab a clipboard and put your name on it.
Sign up
It is a
sheets.
mob.
Is this how it worked?
Yeah, I've seen this before.
I don't know. It's very High School Musical coded with like the sign up sheet for the
Yeah,
meeting.
but this is like for
It's
what
just-
class you're taking.
I think the
Yeah.
electives, because again, no one had computers at this time. You know,
I guess.
no one had home computers
Yeah.
to
They
be able
could
to
have
sign
made
this.
like
There's not a website.
appointments
People didn't.
with kids to be like, you tell the counselor what you want. Maybe that's
Yeah,
But
but
then-
then it's
where-
not first come, first serve.
Yeah, it's also just easier to do it this way.
I feel like it's something you do at the start of the year before school even starts. Like your parents submit your
Yeah,
selections or
well,
something.
Maybe it's like the next. No, it is this semester. Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And what part of the school year is it? They're playing
That's
baseball.
a great question.
Maybe it was summer baseball.
Is it like a new semester?
Yeah, it must be.
They really have no good explanation
Maybe
of
they
the
do.
time of this movie or location of
It
this
doesn't make a
movie.
lot of sense.
It's much more. You can just vibe it and it'll be real.
Maybe they do trimesters like my high school did.
I think they say semester though.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
My school's the only one I've ever heard of doing trimesters.
It does also sound like this is the first time Eddie and his friends have signed up for like electives. This is
Yeah.
the first time that they're able to.
Because they're like freshmen or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or eighth graders that get electives. I don't know.
They get like one elective.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Eddie has to decide between computers and home ec.
He grabs both of them.
He grabs both. He like knocks them all
Yeah,
down.
no, he intentionally like. So this giant crowd of a mob. He gets himself to the front and he notices the home ec right next to the computer science and decides, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit this latch that I see to knock all of the clipboards on the ground to cause enough chaos
Some kid's getting injured.
to get some cover so I can hand my friends the home ec one and act like I misread it.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Work.
Unhinged, but kind of Eddie's a miracle worker.
Clearly starts with H and they signed it anyway.
He's covering it with his hand.
I know, but it starts with
They're
H.
not looking at
though.
for all they know, they got told, hey, I'm going
Yeah.
to get computer science.
Yeah.
This is
He
it.
made a
goes,
last minute audible and didn't tell them.
Yeah, that's true.
And
And
they
it was
saw it.
in high pressure situation, just like scammers do. They gotta act fast, act now.
Yeah.
Sort of a deal. Yeah. Eddie scammer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Confirmed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's cooking in there, let me tell you.
So cut to home ec. Eddie's friends are like, I can't believe it. No one can know about this.
In this universe, any guy touching cooking equipment ever is like immediate social death.
Gay.
Yeah. That's all good.
Yeah,
Nah, it's not even gay. They go past it. They're not using the gay word.
No,
in
they
this.
never do. They just like, that's girly.
Because
Yeah.
2003 was a different time.
Yeah.
Game was like hustler.
Yeah. So then Hannah shows up and she's like, yeah, because I always did field hockey before and my mom would have a heart attack. She makes a lot of assumptions about her mom
Yeah.
and what she thinks she wants her to do. In reality, her mom's chill as hell. But
Well,
anyway.
Also, field hockey seems like a much more fun elective than a lot of these
Than
other
home ec?
choices than woodshop.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, in 8th grade, I did take wood shop.
Was it fun?
Yeah, we did not make a birdhouse like DB said. We made like an oven racker. It's like a thing you push in and
Oh,
you
cool.
can pull out the racks with.
Yeah.
And then we also made extension cords. Not wood at all.
Yeah, that's not wood.
Yeah.
What? What the heck?
I was like also a huge fire hazard for like 8.
We had like a
Fairs.
little kind of wood shop thing in middle school. I think it was required. And all I really remember making is a little wood car that you like race and you try to make it like go
Yeah.
as fast as possible for like aerodynamics and such shit. Yeah.
Oh, kind
and
of
also-
dirty thing. Boy
Yeah,
Scouts.
Yeah, I was
But we
like,
did it in school.
Moanas. I did that.
Yeah, and we also did like the egg drop thing.
Yes, we did that.
Yeah, and that was it.
Classic.
That's all I remember.
Not in 8th grade, but in 4th grade, we had to make we had to pick an element and make its like atom.
Oh, that's cool.
And she was just like, you can't pick helium or hydrogen.
It's too easy.
Yeah, and then she was also like, and you can't do like all the man-made ones at the end. So guess what I did?
Huh.
I picked uranium, which is the last non-man-made element.
Nice.
So I got the biggest one.
You had to draw a lot of circles.
Oh no, I made it with like pipe cleaners and like cotton balls. And
There's a
stuff.
lot.
Yeah.
Nice.
My mom helped me. She like sewed all the cotton balls into the nucleus for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We might be a little off track.
Yeah, we're a little off track. So
electives, super fun.
Yeah, so they're in
I
home
miss
ec.
having electives.
Same.
Yeah, well, yeah, again, like okay, we're back off track. In high school, like choir was so many of my electives
Yeah.
because it's like every day in every semester. It's a trimester for me.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to do a ton outside of choir, not till like senior year, because then you get a lot more open
Free
space.
time.
Yeah, a lot less stuff that's required that you have to do. So that was fun. Electives are fun. I ended up taking just like sociology though, because there wasn't a lot that fit in my schedule.
I mean, sociology's cool.
I like sociology, but it wasn't like a fun class. Because all like nerd classes like math and shit took up all the space of the fun classes.
Yeah. I took forensic science
That's fun.
and photography.
I always wanted to do that. I did do like a multimedia thing, except it sucked ass. It was boring as hell.
Did,
Even the
like,
Photoshop stuff.
videography and engineering.
That's
Fun
cool.
stuff.
Yeah,
We had to make like the daily news
cool.
or the weekly news for the school.
Oh, that was like a whole
Oh.
club or something. I don't know who did it, but my classmates did it. So
There was
someone.
a whole class at my school for a yearbook, and they would take like all the pictures and stuff, and yeah, and you
Yeah,
would make the yearbook.
Alex is a teacher now at our old high school. She's like running yearbook, and like the students do it with her. Yeah,
Nice. Honestly, it's a lot of work.
it's a lot. Anyway,
So everyone has cool hobbies. Everyone thinks hobbies are cool and like
Except
it's fun
choir.
to do stuff. But like this school is all like, all right, it's very much divided gender line. Every girl in the world does kitchen. Everyone else, all the guys do whatever they want,
yeah,
but not kitchen. They
not
can't do
kitchen.
home ec. You can't do the kitchen. And yeah, so Hannah's here. It's like, yeah, I was doing field hockey before.
I don't know. They just threw Hannah in here too.
But
I
then
guess.
she's like, but hey, look at this Bridget. Look at this asshole.
Yeah, so then they make fun of Bridget, who brought her own cooking
This
utensils.
is the introduction to Bridget as a character.
It is. And
she likes to cook.
And she basically is like, shut up and stay out of my way. I didn't write down all she says.
Is
but
kind of an asshole.
She's both an asshole and relentlessly bullied by literally everyone.
literally everybody, like, they're making
Bobby
fun
Flay
of her.
even more or less bullies her.
Yeah. Like, they're
Clap
making
direct
fun
her.
of her and she just kind of claps back. Like, I don't even see it that much as, like, she's an asshole. She's a little annoying.
There's like
but,
one or two times where she makes a comment unprovoked.
Yeah.
But
this was provoked.
this was provoked.
They're making fun of her,
Yeah.
so she's just like, shut up.
She's clearly done the class a couple of times, right? And I guess it's like maybe I just like to play devil's advocate, but maybe it's like she had an air about her of like superiority because she's done this before, and she's like, stop, like,
Yeah.
like, take this seriously.
Yeah, take this serious. Get out of my way. I'm serious about this.
Yeah. If you're not serious, get out.
I
It's
just
just bad for her because, like, literally nobody stands up for her.
Bridget's a really funny character
She is funny.
within this plot because her entire purpose as a character kind of goes against the whole message of the movie,
Yeah.
where everyone's just making fun of her for being her,
For
Mhm.
being true to herself, which
and
is like
just
the whole point.
like even the teacher is like, she has no passion, she can't do this.
So funny. We'll get to that later. Anyway, the teacher comes out, Miss Hadley. And she like shows them entry forms for the $1 million cook-off, which you don't get $1 million. It's like the total amount of money they give out.
The Scholastic cook-off.
Yeah. It's like the first place prize is some money and then a scholarship
And Bobby Flay hosts it.
Yeah, it's to the country's preeminent culinary institute for winning, hosted by Bobby Flay. Pretty cool. To enter, you need to submit an original recipe and be selected for the finals. And the finals is a live cooking competition that's basically Chopped.
Yeah.
It's just chopped.
There are secret ingredients.
And then you have
Yeah.
to make food
Mhm.
based with those ingredients. And only Bridget signs up.
Everyone
Yeah.
else is like, no. Even the other girls in the class.
No, they don't care. So they get to cooking, and Frankie burns the cookies
Mhm.
because he's like, he turned the temperature up. He thought he'd cook faster.
Yeah, so this is where we get like a better look at the kitchen, and there are open flame burners in there. They
Really?
would
They're
never.
gas stoves?
Yes, they had gas stoves. I was like,
That's why
actually,
it's a different building.
I
yeah,
want again. This is probably they took a campus that this is like a catering building for
yeah, or like
something.
Maybe.
a college campus sort of
So there's like a
Crazy.
small cooking area, and they're like, we'll make this work.
It like I was like, no high school, middle school would ever give children open flames.
No.
We in my home ec, we had like the electric
Electric,
stoves,
yeah.
and like we only used the oven like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in college, I took a food science class in college. I don't think it was gas. I think it was electric. And we had ovens. And it was pretty fun, except it was boring cooking, where we didn't make stuff that tasted good. We did it for like science experiments. We're like, let's use a different flour in these plain ass muffins and see what happens.
I think they kind of did that with the cookies. They're like the people who are gonna do the baking soda and baking powder mixture are going over here.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just like in the end though, when I made these muffins, they had no flavor. They're just
Yeah.
boring as muffins. But a couple things we made really good. We made like fresh bread.
Oh.
And like when you use the correct flour for bread, that was delicious. Or the yeast, or we might have used different yeast or something. I don't remember. And we made like jelly by stretch, or like jam. That was cool. That
There's
was
a
really
picture
good.
somewhere of like a cake we all made. We had like a cake decorating competition in
Oh,
my home ec.
cool.
So we all made like the same base cake, but then we had to bring in like extra stuff and make frosting and stuff.
Mhm.
Whereas it's like kind of like the volcano, but it was like just a like cotton candy forest and a river.
Cool.
Got a picture somewhere.
Yeah.
Put it
It's
on the screen.
pretty fun within this. Getting back towards the movie, I'm like,
Yeah, so like Bridget, okay, so they like
Sorry.
burn these cookies, and then Bridget has amazing looking
They're
cookies,
huge.
and they all kind of go over like Bridget's gonna share, and then she's like, I'm not sharing, and they're all like, oh man, it's like you bullied her,
Yeah.
and she's like, can a cookie have too many chocolate chips? No, and it's like, yes, I can.
I could possibly eat all these by myself.
I certainly
I can
try.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun though. Like this is syllabus day. This is still the first day of the class. They still get to bake cookies
That's crazy.
on the first
On
day.
syllabus day, you're making cookies.
Huge.
Yeah. So
wish.
after class, Eddie forgets his bag. Clearly, he didn't. He really just wanted to go back for a sign up sheet thing, and Hannah sees him.
Oh my god, Hannah.
Oh,
The movie really makes it seem like Hannah was supposed to be a bigger character than she was.
she's not at all.
Mhm.
She's just kind of there.
She's just there the whole time.
She's a wingman.
And again, she's the biggest actress in the whole thing at the
I
end of the
know.
day.
That's crazy.
I'm like, wonder if there was an earlier script that had like much more on the Hannah Eddie dynamic. 'Cause they're
Maybe.
both doing a bit anti-gender. And
Yeah.
they're the double play team.
Even though Hannah's just,
Even
like,
though
no
you know
big
what
deal.
the batter like the double play team is usually the shortstop and second baseman, and Eddie's the first baseman.
Mhm.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't she the shortstop?
She's the shortstop.
She
Yeah.
is? I thought DB was shortstop.
No, she says she's the best shortstop in the league.
Is DB second base?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Okay, so DB and Hannah are actually the best players.
Yeah, they are.
Well, no, Eddie is the best player because every time he's up to bat, he either hits a home run or takes a 3-pitch strikeout the one time.
Yeah. So that night, Eddie sneaks down to the kitchen with his dog, and he's like commentating like sports, but for cooking. He's like,
ready for more goop?
and then Eddie makes an original recipe, and we get a little cooking montage with a groovy song, and he plays with his eggs, and he still can't crack it with one hand, and he puts milk and orange juice in a bowl, like I guess with the eggs.
With the eggs, yeah.
Ugh.
And like
And then he
whisks it.
drinks it and
Yeah.
spits it out. He's like, it's gross. And he keeps making more gross food and spitting out, just wasting all of his
Yup.
food. And they're always wasting so many eggs. In this economy?
Right.
Like, what the hell? Finally, he blends up a peanut butter and jelly smoothie, but it gets everywhere.
It's
I'm
all
like,
over the dog.
goop.
This poor dog.
And like goop number 2, but probably more than goop
It's-
2.
Poor.
You can't count it.
This movie's like it. This one ruined my dreams of counting how many goops there are because again, no matter how you define it, there's probably you could go from saying there are 5 goops in this movie to literally like 300
Yeah.
with how many people in both food fights are dead
Yeah.
covered.
If you're counting each individual person being goop.
Yeah, crazy.
It's impossible.
And then like he explodes the blender. It gets all over the ceiling, all over the dog. His
Oh my God.
brother comes down and grabs a goopy peanut butter and jelly and just eats it as it's dripping off the ceiling.
Yeah.
It's
You must have been really tired.
It's so disgusting.
It did make me really uncomfortable to watch him eat that. I was like, oh,
And then the dog is just covered.
this poor dog.
Poor dog. He's not even eating it.
No,
Which
very
is-
well behaved. dog.
Yeah, crazy.
That dog actor, I want to know more about him.
He's so cute.
Right?
He's like
Golden
golden
Retriever.
retriever. Wow.
Wow.
That was wild. That's a coach being like, Eddie, you need to take this seriously. You've missed plays with your foot off the bag. And Eddie's like,
A
I am
terrible
taking
mistake.
it seriously.
Honestly, such a
It's
sad
pretty
mistake.
stupid.
Yeah.
He's like, you're a leader, Eddie. Baseball has to be your priority. And stop playing with your food. You're dancing around like a little girl. And I'm like, what?
This is also crazy. They're talking about this. They've played one game,
They played one game, and he's
and
like,
and
stop,
during that game, it's like, well, at least we have Eddie.
stop playing with your food. You're dancing around like a little girl. What does this have anything to do with each other? He's just trying any excuse to be misogynistic
Yeah.
at all times.
What a man.
It doesn't even make
Feels
sense.
bad.
What the hell? And Eddie's like,
It made me so mad.
yeah, Eddie's like, I swear baseball's the most important thing to me. And then I was like, I know. It's just you're so good
Are
and
you
have
sure
so
about
much
that?
potential. Less coach, more dad. All
This
right.
is like it's the stuff, and again, this is the sports decom trope often of it's not my dream, it's your dream.
Yeah.
I know that's Ice Princess, but again, that's honorary decom in a lot of ways.
I mean, Troy Bolton says it
Yeah.
too.
There's so many of that, and like they talk about it in Double Team, they talk about it in all of these different.
Jump in.
Yeah, jump in has a
There's-
big moment. Yeah.
There's so many of this stuff within here, and this one, unlike in Double Team, they don't talk enough, in my opinion, about like the amount of potential earnings. He's good enough potentially to get a scholarship to college,
Or he could be
or
a
be
TV chef.
literally a pro.
I think they mentioned like him maybe getting a scholarship one time.
Yeah, and I feel like
Besides the scholastic.
Yeah.
that's something to mention on both ends of the spectrum, both on the baseball end and on the
cooking.
cooking end. These are good
Yeah.
financial opportunities, but
Both.
I guess the family's rich, so why do they care?
Yeah, they can afford like to go grocery shopping like 3 times in 1 week apparently.
Yeah, get all the chicken, rinse it off, eat it, whatever. Yeah, so he's like, okay, I'll be less coach, more dad time. How was school? Are you in computer science? And he's like, yeah, for sure. I'm definitely in computer science. Good boy.
Oh, yeah, he's a good boy, and I was like, I hated that.
Ew.
And he just lied to his dad because he couldn't tell his dad, no, I'm in home ec.
Well, because he's like,
He said
stop.
on accident.
He said, "Stop playing with your food. You're dancing around like a little girl."
He's like, you're not gonna believe this, Dad. I was a big dum-dum. I accidentally signed up for home ec.
And it is hard to believe because it's not true. He did it on purpose.
Yeah.
Anyway, in home ec class, they learn about yeast, and it's pretty boring.
Like
DB
every person in class, it's like just doodling in their notebooks instead of taking
Yeah.
notes.
And DB's trying to play hangman with Eddie, and it says like this class is really boring or something.
This class is totally lame.
Yeah.
And the only letters that are missing are O and A
And Eddie goes Q.
because he's not even looking. He's writing.
He's paying
notes.
attention about the yeast. And DB's
I
like,
thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
About the yeast.
DB's like, you're not very good at this game.
I like that little joke. I thought that was a funny little joke where this
Yeah.
guy's just clearly not paying attention to the hangman game, and the guy's like, "Man, you really just suck."
You suck at this. And then the kids go off to cook, and Eddie asks Bridget about the recipe. Like, hey, have you been working on your recipe? And she's like, yeah, of course. And he's like, do you think anyone uses peanut butter as a primary ingredient?
All right, let's pause for a second here. First off, like, shout out to Eddie. He's getting out of his comfort zone, asking a question that like could potentially end in embarrassment for himself.
Yeah.
Gunning him within here. If you're in Bridget's position here, this is the first time in the entire movie we've seen, maybe the first time in your entire life, someone has come up to you and genuinely asking you a question honestly and earnestly,
Yeah.
and being like trying to make a connection with you.
And wanting your opinion. Yeah.
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 And this is what she responds.
She goes like, the peanut's the most versatile of the legumes, so like I don't see why it couldn't be. or
Like,
something
how
that.
stuck up sounding does that sound?
It is, but it's also just like she's interested in it. I don't
Yeah.
know. She's just socially awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, well, dang, she Jess really like cooking.
She likes legumes and
I like legumes.
I thought she like scoffed with it as well.
she's like, well, peanut butter is the most versatile of the legumes.
Then they kind of like vibe for a second.
They kind of do, but then DB comes up and interrupts.
DB is an asshole.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah.
DB stands for?
The bitch.
Douchebag.
Oh, that was better. That was
That's
better.
pretty good.
Bridget's like, we're talking about the cook-off. And Eddie's like, no, we're not. I wasn't talking about that. And a teacher notices that Eddie's in the class. And Eddie's like, no, I hate this class.
Oh, I hate this class.
Thanks.
I hate it. And DB's like, then why are you over here? And then Eddie goes, so that I could do this. And he goes,
He goes,
Mike's fight.
I was gesturing what he did, and I hit the mic.
because the gesturing is so good on an audio only podcast.
He grabs batter and he flings it at DB. He's like, I came
In
over
his
here so I can do
face.
this in your face. And they go food fight, and it's like the nastiest, goobiest food fight until the next nastiest, goobiest food
Yeah.
fight that happens in this movie.
Everyone's getting covered in goop. The teacher's like in a war movie.
She
Yeah,
is.
she's like having PTSD, and she's like, I'm never letting boys in this classroom again.
Yeah, it's crazy. There's so much milk and cream
I
and
don't
flour.
I don't know what they were
They're just
cooking.
in the flour.
They're making like cake or something.
Oh,
Yeah, because they had batter. Yeah, it's nasty. And they have to clean it up later in the room. They're cleaning it all up. And they're like, that was the best food fight ever. And then they see this bowl of purple goo with the goo dripping from the ceiling again. They love dripping it from the ceiling.
Yeah, there's like 6 different times in this movie something's dripping from a ceiling.
Yeah.
This movie's only an
And-
hour and 25 minutes.
I know, it's actually crazy. Yeah, so they see this bowl of purple goo that some kid had to have mixed together.
Yeah.
I think in the middle of the food fight, they're like, give me all these ingredients and mix it all together.
No kid takes claim for it, but everyone's like, whoa, that looks
This
crazy.
purple goo is delicious. Frankie tries it, and they're like, yo,
Frankie's
he's
like,
actually
I'm
good.
starving. We missed lunch.
Yo,
I'm gonna
this
try
is
it.
actually bussin'.
No cap, no cap.
I would not. And then they all put their fingers in it.
Yeah, they're all putting their nasty little
And
fingers
no, it's not
in
like
there.
a frosting where I feel like that's more reasonable.
It's
It's a
Jell-O.
barbecue sauce.
It's like a melted gel, like
It's
a
like-
jello that hasn't hardened yet completely.
Yeah. It's like thick Jello.
It's like goo. It's like
like a-
slime,
honestly like a thickened barbecue sauce. Yeah, it's like slime.
but like it's kind of
is
see through
slimy.
because it was like
See-through.
purple. It's so weird, and they all try it.
Sexy.
And they're like, it's barbecue sauce, but bitter. And Eddie's like, we gotta find out what's in this. And they all look at him like,
It's like, we're gonna reverse engineer it, and they're like,
yeah. And then at home, yeah, they're like, we're not gonna help you. And he's like, haha, I didn't mean it. But then at home, he figures out with another huge goopy mess all over the ceiling, dripping all over the dog.
he meant it.
Another goop. Like, why can't he just use a fucking blender properly? Why does he have to make a mess every time? Like, their ceilings are probably so disgusting in this house. There's probably mold somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'd be so mad at his mom. Anyway, at baseball, Eddie eats his goop in the middle of a game when he's on the bench. He has a little jar of his
He has a
goop
little
and he's
jar
just
of
eating
goop.
it.
Isn't someone else?
No, he starts
Eddie
off by
starts
eating
the
it,
game,
and
then he
it gets
leaves it.
passed out.
Yeah, but he starts by like sneaking like a little bite. He's like, "Oh, I'm so excited about my goo."
Okay.
And Frankie's like listening to the Yankees game, or does he have the little TV in
It's
it?
like the-
Okay,
yeah.
because he uses that later.
Yeah.
But okay, so he has his little TV,
It's kind of just establishing that it can happen.
Yeah.
which is like it's battery powered.
I
Yeah.
guess.
TV.
And
Those
antenna.
things exist. It's an antenna TV.
Yeah,
So it's only getting local channels.
it's just crazy. It's like battery powered to me, but I guess it's
Big
really
batteries.
small. Yeah, it's small TV. And Eddie's on deck, so he leaves his goop behind. And Oliver starts chowing down on the purple goop, which is so rude to just
Oh.
eat Eddie's goop.
His mouth is completely covered. And again, we get told this is basically a barbecue sauce.
You don't just down barbecue.
No one
sauce.
does this. I'm not even boys.
Like, I find it so gross to like just eat a sauce plain. So like,
Imagine you like have a jar of ketchup and you just start like lapping it up with your finger.
It's not that different than what they're doing here. It's just
I
purple.
know.
Like it definitely was actually like
I mean,
a frosting
the
for
texture,
the film.
the texture is different
yeah.
than a barbecue sauce. Though. It's like it's
Slimy.
goopier. It's slimy. It's kind of like a Jello, but it's not. It's just really weird. Yeah. Oliver just starts chowing down, and Frankie's like, "Is that gunk from class? You made it?" But Hannah's like, "No, I made it." to cover for
Yeah.
Eddie.
Yeah, it's like my mom made it.
Some recipe she found in a magazine.
Yeah. And then Eddie goes up to bat and hits a home run.
And the
Okay,
bases are loaded again.
he's fucking clutch as hell. He's so
Well,
good.
yeah,
He really
he hits
is.
a home run and this is why I think it's Florida, because it's like a little
The
marshy
pond.
pond.
Yeah. No, that's fair. We never
Although
see that
that's because it's
again.
New
Never.
Zealand.
I literally said when I was watching this that I'm like, that's a terrible place for a baseball field.
It really is. But like, how often do kids hit a home run? Probably often enough.
And also that's in right field where kids, again, are all mostly righty batters, so they're pulling the ball into
Oh.
left field.
So, because he's a lefty,
Yeah.
so he hit it in the right
Ah.
field.
Wow, it's nice having someone who knows sports.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, Benji. Like I'm not the
Thanks
Glad
for showing
you
up
joined in
today.
to be part of the DCOM trio
yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah.
After the game, they're partying at Eddie's house. They finally won a game. They're celebrating. Coach says, "Good job today, Hannah. You're just like one of the guys." And Coach,
Again, like,
She took that personally.
well, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, he never has to every time he's misogynistic in this entire movie, he never has to be. None of his statements require any
No.
gender-based language. It's the most easy fix in the world if he genuinely doesn't mean it.
and him all the time being like, "You're running like a girl," when his team has girls on
Multiple
it.
girls.
He's just like actively being offensive. It's
Yeah.
crazy. You're just like one of the guys, and Hannah's like, whatever. And then coaches think that they can beat the Eagles this year, and the dad's like, yeah, I really want to be their coach because he's a nurse. And you see one
Like,
of the
nurses aren't amazing.
I know, and like he's saying it because he's misogynistic. He's like, that's a woman's job.
I bet he makes more money than you do.
He probably does. What do you do? Coach a baseball team?
Hey, look at his house.
His mom's
His wife is clearly the breadwinner.
yeah, obviously.
Then what
And-
did she see in him?
Yeah.
Literally.
And they do show one kid being like annoyed at that comment. So and that
Yeah.
comes back. So we'll get there. At school, Eddie hears Miss Hadley and Bridget talking about the contest, and Eddie's like, "Aren't you finished with your recipe yet?" Notably, Eddie has a box that's like ready to ship.
Yeah.
He just
And-
put his jar of sauce in the box and it's just sending it to Bobby Flay, no other instructions.
It's actually so sweet. He didn't read the instructions at all. Because Bridget's going through her recipe. The recipe has to be down. You don't send in the food. You send in a written copy of the recipe you made.
Yeah.
And Eddie's like, oh, the recipe. Oh, I gotta go. And he's like, fuck. I have to make it again. I don't
Yeah.
remember what I did. It's so like, Eddie, what did you think? You had a jar thing. Like, that's not gonna go bad. But if you send in like a lasagna,
Yeah.
that's gonna go bad in the mail. Like, you thought you just shipped food?
And you think anyone is going to trust food made by an 8th grader sent through the mail?
Sent in
That's
a
purple
box?
goop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I just want to point out that Bridget was like, I sifted the flour twice, and that's gotta matter. It does not.
Make sure you write that down and
Yeah.
then they follow the
Bridget
instructions.
is actually an asshole,
Yeah.
but also everyone's mean to her. And like, is it a chicken or the egg situation? Does she deserve it, or is it just because everyone's an asshole to her?
I don't know. And why not both?
The teacher is fed up with her.
She
The
is. The
teacher-
teacher hates her.
The
Even
teacher actively is always wanting Eddie to beat her.
only girl interested in pursuing this at all, and the teacher fucking hates her.
I love Mrs. Hadley. I feel like she's
Me
such
too.
a funny little character. in
I
this
love
movie.
her. She's so weird. She's like, I entered the contest when
Yeah.
I was a teenager, and I was
Everyone's
a
like,
finalist.
shut the fuck up.
So many times while
My verses, this didn't sound as good as when I rehearsed in front of my cats.
like, wow, she's so relatable, and I love her.
Yeah, she's just like a quirky teacher that likes to cook. I don't know. She's fun.
Best character.
Okay, so Eddie's like back home. He's like, fuck, I gotta make this recipe. And, oh no, we're out of sugar. I used this whole bag of sugar in the past 2 days, probably. And the mom comes home with sugar. And he's like, oh, I wasn't doing anything.
I wasn't cooking. Hide spatula.
And the mom's like, okay. And Eddie's like, fine, I'm entering this contest. But it's not just a girl thing. Guys can do it too. And there's a prize and a scholarship. And also, and he briefly touches on this that I want to talk about how it's so dumb. He's like, you turn on the Cooking Network, like the Food Network, and it's mostly men.
Yeah.
Like, cooking is such like stereotypical, like, women's in the kitchen, right? Women belong in the kitchen, women have to do the cooking. Yet, on a professional level, it's all male dominated. It's fucking bullshit. Is like,
Yeah.
if, like, women have to do it until it's a profession, and then men have to do it.
Yeah. If women are mediocre, men are good.
Yeah, if you want to, like, actually take it seriously and get paid for it, then it's a man's job. But if it's just, like, keeping up a home, that's woman's work.
Yeah.
It is wild. Like I was when I was with you in here. I'm like I'm not a big food celebrity chef name, but I can name way more celebrity chefs that are men than I
Men.
can women. The only ones I could think of after like a long time of thinking were Martha Stewart, Rachel Ray, and Julia Child.
Betty.
Fake
She's a fake person.
person.
Edwina
Rosita
Crocker.
Cancino.
Yeah, Rosita. Yeah,
But
but
there's so many more guys. All the
so many
Food
more.
Network shows are guys. There's Guy Fieri. That's two guys right there.
All right.
Like Guy Fieri. Um, okay. So the mom's like, okay, yeah, cool. Why is this so important to
I
you?
thought the mom was more woke than she was.
Well,
Rewatching this movie, I'm like, the mom isn't actually that woke.
I thought she stood up to her husband more, and she doesn't.
She's just fine.
She's
She's
very
just like
passive.
okay with it. She's like, it's
Yeah.
fine.
She's like, yeah, she's like, why is it so important to you? And Eddie's like, it's not. Well, maybe if I win, it won't matter if I do like it. It's the way he said that was weird, but he's saying like,
Yeah.
if I win, then people won't care because it's like I'm really good at it.
If I'm really good at it, no one will care that I'm a guy doing it.
Yeah. And the mom's like, who says you have to win? Is this what it's all about? You like to cook? And Eddie's like, don't tell dad or anyone. And the mom's like, I'm not gonna lie, he'll understand. Okay, maybe he won't understand. I will lie.
Yeah.
Completely backs off of that.
She literally starts by saying, I can't lie to your dad, and then immediately backtracks and says, I can lie to
I
your
can lie to your dad. And then she helps him with the recipe and they mail it off. And home ec, they make jello and they put some on Bridget's chair.
And make her sit on it.
It's more goop.
Oh, God. Yeah.
At baseball, Hannah lies more about being a cheerleader to her mom. Eddie's like waiting for his letter. And the Groundhogs win more games. Way to go, Eddie.
Just Eddie.
Yeah, that's what
Not
his
a team
dad
sport.
says. Yeah. In home ec, announcement time. The teacher brags about what she was in high school in the finals, as I mentioned earlier.
They're like, oh, they were like talking about how they remembered
They
me.
remember me and they love my recipe.
And Bridget just goes, girl, no one cares about you.
And
Tell me about me.
And Miss Hallie's like, Bridget, I'm in the middle of an announcement. Like, don't interrupt. But also, yeah, you're
There's
the
something
finals.
called building anticipation.
Yeah.
Iconic line.
Amazing. And Bridget's in the finals, and she's like, oh, right. And also,
And everyone's
Eddie.
like soft clapping.
Yeah,
for
no one cares
Bridget.
about Bridget, but she goes, Eddie's also in the finals, and everyone's like shook.
Yeah.
But then they go over to him and they're like
They're
excited
all
for
asking,
him.
yeah. Which is funny that everyone's congratulating him because all his friends fucking hate him now.
Yeah, but Bridget's like,
I think it's
what the hell?
I
Why
think
is
in
no
the
one
moment
caring?
everyone's just like, it's really funny that Bridget's not the only one there. That's
Yeah,
really
it is really funny. And everyone's like going over congratulating Eddie, and Bridget's like, what the hell? I made it too. And they just don't care about her. And Miss Hadley goes, I'm making a difference. I really am. As if she had anything to do with it. It's so funny. I
It's so
love
true.
Miss Hadley.
She's a really funny character. Like again, why the hell was she not credited for this role?
I don't know.
She's so important. She has this whole character arc within here about like self-importance.
Yeah.
It's such a
awesome.
funny little side character.
So later DB is disappointed in Eddie. And Eddie's like, it was just a joke. And DB's like, I'm mad you didn't tell us. Like, this is stupid. Why wouldn't you just tell us? Do you like home ec? Yes or no? And Eddie goes, no, I don't know. Maybe I don't hate it as much as you guys do. Okay, I like it.
Notably, none of the friends aren't saying anything in between these lines. He just like works it through.
He just like goes all the way from no, I hate it to okay, I kind of like it.
He goes through all the stages of grief.
No,
Yeah.
I hate this class.
Yeah. He says, I like making something out of nothing and seeing what goes together. The whole cook-off thing is a joke. I won with the purple junk. You gotta admit it's funny.
I was also like, you made the line of "I make nothing or something out of nothing." It's really funny to me
There is
because
something there.
yeah, cooking is not making something out of nothing. That's what
put
other
ingredients
arts
together.
are,
Yeah,
but there's always ingredients to a recipe.
you could just eat a carrot.
Yeah. You can julienne a carrot.
Yeah.
Tiki.
But can you tune a piano?
Who's Julianne?
They're like, yeah, I guess it was pretty funny. And it'll be funny when your dad finds out, and then Eddie runs home. Because he's like, fuck my dad.
DB's like, you know what? You're right. Funnier than like just me being sexist, even though
Yeah.
not really.
At home, Eddie's brothers greet him as Edwina again and show him the certificate for the contest that like he's a finalist, and it gets ripped as they
Clean
struggle.
split in half. It's like,
Yeah.
damn.
And he's like,
They don't
"Oh
even
my God."
apologize.
They don't even apologize. He's like, what the heck? This is a
Brothers are
certificate.
dicks.
Yeah. And the dad's not happy about him lying and sneaking around. And this cook-off thing, what's that about? And Eddie's like, it's nothing. It won't interfere with baseball or anything. And his mom comes home. And Eddie's like, I made it in the cook-off. And she's like, oh, that's great. And the dad's like, so you knew about it. And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah. And his recipe was really good. Is there a reason you told mom and not me? And he's like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I guess I was afraid. I don't know what of. And the mom's like, yes, we do know what of.
Yeah.
We know exactly what.
Yeah, the dad's response to this is just so bad if you actually want your kid to be accepted.
It's so bratty. He goes,
Yeah.
fine. Clearly, I have no idea what's going on around here anymore. Think you can handle it? More power to you.
This reaction is why he didn't tell you.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
Which, I mean, at least he's not like, no, you gotta stop doing it. That's the most, like, bare minimum bar I can give him that he passed. Because otherwise it's pretty shitty.
Yeah.
But he's not like, nope, you have to immediately stop everything you're doing. Which would
Yeah.
happen in other DCOMs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, at school there's announcements talking about how Eddie's the only boy in the school ever to make it, and also the only boy in his bracket. Like, I don't know
And
why they're announcing
the kids
this.
behind Eddie in class are dying laughing.
Yeah.
They think this
Yeah.
is the funniest shit they've ever heard.
I also love the announcement. It's like a kid doing the announcement. He's like, not only is Eddie the only boy in the school to ever make it, but he's the only boy in his bracket. And it's like, why are you pointing this out in the morning announcements? And they're like, oh, also Bridget Simmons is a finalist, and she goes, it's Simon.
Right for class.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny that it's just like a 1 second announcement
Yeah.
for Bridget when Eddie got like
A whole thing.
a whole fucking paragraph. Again, everyone hates Bridget.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like, you know that girl over there? Fuck her.
Fuck that girl.
She's
Everyone
the
hates
worst.
her. Then we get a montage of like Eddie getting laughed at, and the cheerleaders ask him if he wants to try out because he likes women.
Whose life would you
things.
rather have? Bridget, who knew she was gonna be like this, or Eddie, who's like new to being bullied? But like
I'd rather be
everyone is
Eddie.
everyone is way more interested in Eddie's life.
And he still has friends.
Yeah.
Bridget doesn't have any friends.
No. Bridget, people don't care in the world about.
Yeah.
She's got her passion, her craft.
Yeah. No one
she does not have
understands her.
passion.
You're
Talk
right,
about
you're
that.
She's like Rachel Berry, but cooking.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. Hannah asks if Eddie's okay. Can't believe you're going through this. And people are idiots. And then Miss Hanley comes. It calls Eddie to home ec room loudly for everyone to hear, and he gets laughed at some more. So they like touched on Hannah being there for him, but then like kind of just brush it away. It doesn't really happen.
Again, I
for the
feel like
rest of
Hannah
the
was supposed to
movie.
be more of this plot because she's the
Yeah.
only like not sexist person
Yeah.
in the movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So Eddie and Bridget practice with Miss Hadley. They're cracking eggs. Bridget can do it with one hand, but Eddie can't. What the hell?
Egg waste.
The egg thing is so important to this movie. It's crazy how much they talk about it.
Yeah. I don't remember if we got everything cut out about how much we talked about earlier. The one-handed egg crack.
I don't know.
And it's just
I
like,
don't know
yeah,
if that cut out or not.
that is something that I've seen in other chef media, but like, why is this so important?
It's the sign of a true chef.
Yeah, apparently. And Eddie goes, so what? I can't crack an egg. I can do the rest of it. Eddie with no experience.
Eggs are like
Hey,
a staple in most
And he's just
food.
incredibly confident. He washed that chicken with no worries.
Yeah.
Hey, at least he didn't use soap.
Miss Hadley goes, can you? Can you saute, fricassee, cleave, fold, mince, scald, cream, reduce, extract, whip, flambe? Can you zest a lemon? Can you
Foreshadowing.
poach a pear? And then like more. I didn't write. I stopped writing them
Yeah,
down.
fair.
Yeah. The finals are about knowledge. They can throw anything at you. You need to learn. For the next month, you're gonna eat, breathe, and sleep home ec, except Tuesdays because I have jazzercise.
Bridget's like nodding, like, yeah,
Yes. Yeah, she's jazzercise those days.
DB walks in and goes, "Hey, Eddie, you want to play catch?"
And he goes, "No, I'm busy." And DB's pissed. So we get another montage. They practice cooking, and Eddie watches more Bobby Flay. But the dad comes home and he switches to baseball. Like, I'm not watching Bobby Flay right now.
And then the dad walks away. He goes back to Bobby Flay.
Yeah, more cooking.
Scandalous.
And then they play more baseball, and Eddie's foot comes off the bag in slow motion.
This is the first time we actually see it in action.
Yeah.
This
Dad
is
so
the
sad.
stupidest trope of this entire movie.
It really is.
And it's so funny to me. Like, it's harder than it sounds for a first baseman's foot to be off the bag if it doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
Because they basically are trained. You're just pivoting on the bag.
It's crazy.
You know?
Hey, I don't know how it keeps slipping off.
If you have to stretch for the ball to get it, that's often because you have to try and like beat the
He
runner.
really didn't have to stretch over it.
It's like I guess I don't know a ton about baseball, but it's like his foot is off the bag and his heel is just on it. And so, like, shouldn't you be standing on it? Like,
Well, you want to be able to get like pushing
Yeah.
off of it a little bit so you can reach out further
Just
to get the
keep your
ball quicker
heel
or
on
get
it.
it further away.
Keep your heel on it.
Yeah, guess what? That's what he would be doing if this movie made any sense.
Yeah.
Like, again, the actual baseball scenes and logic of this film are so dumb and I love it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's dumb.
Because, yeah, this is a guy who's like, oh, his mind's not in it, but his batting's completely fine. He's still hitting home runs every time he's up to bat.
It really is. They only show him one time not doing it, and it was like at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
But right now, they lost the game because he had his foot off the bag, right? So, but they say it's only our second loss of the season, which is crazy because they lost the first game, and this is only their second loss. They usually have lost 5 or 6 by now, so they have been winning.
Yeah, they're doing good.
Which is why we don't know why. Just Eddie's determination to beat the Eagles, I guess, except for right now.
Well, like, why didn't he carry the team previously if he was the best player in the league?
Frankie says it's not your fault. You're still better than all of us put together. And DB's like, maybe we just want it more. It's weird he'd rather cook than baseball. And he's like, what if I started playing with dolls? And Frankie's like, you did play with dolls.
You
in
brought your
kindergarten."
sister's Barbie
to
3
show and
times,
tell,
DB.
3 times.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Frankie's always kind of behind Eddie.
Yeah.
No, Frankie's like the one guy who he's technically on the opposing side initially, but you can tell immediately. He's like, I don't actually care.
Yeah. No, he
DB's
doesn't.
just the douchebag.
Yeah. Back to the montage with the sad song. We pan out on Eddie, and he makes a nice souffle, but he realizes he's late to baseball. And
A
then,
game.
yeah, it was a game actually. So Eddie arrives late to the game, and he's like, "Sorry, I didn't realize souffle takes over an hour to bake."
What was he doing for that hour?
Not playing baseball. He had to wait for it. Was he gonna leave it in the oven
Yeah, you say, hey, can you take this out for me?
and let me know how it turns out?
Because it's not like he did anything after taking it out.
So everyone stares at him, and he's like, "What's the matter? We're losing 5-0, and we think it's the bottom of the third."
It doesn't make
think so.
again. The scoreboard is actually incorrect on so many occasions that I don't want to trust anything it says.
Because the score guy like puts a 0 up, which would make you think it's the end of the inning.
Yeah.
But the Rock team's batting.
Yeah, and then like later his dad's like, you missed 3 innings, like
Yeah,
that's
so
why I think
it's the
3.
end of the third.
Yeah.
Eddie says like, "That's nothing. Marcus and Kimberly are on base, so I'll hit him home." But then Frankie strikes out. That's why it's like, why it's not the end of the inning because they're still at bat.
Yeah.
So why did we see a 0 be put up on the board?
You don't put it in advance in a
No,
score
you don't be
keep it-
like, well, right now you're at 0.
As a side note within all of this, it's also like, oh yeah, just put me up to bat, which I get he's your best player and you probably just are like, yeah, we need them. This is a high voltage situation to do it. Just put me in. But the way baseball substitutions work, that player would be out for the rest of the game. So you have to think about who you want to take out for the rest of the game. Eddie's not going to be playing first base, or whoever's on first base has to take the place of whoever he's replacing right now.
Yeah, so Eddie doesn't get called up. Jordan gets called up, and Eddie's like, "Why not me?" And he's like, "You missed 3 innings. You're out." He's like, "No exception." And they go,
Like, first off,
"Is there a souffle exception?"
yeah, the concept of having, I'm totally fine with saying you missed the first 3 innings, you're not allowed to play. I don't care
Yeah.
if you're the best player. That's fair. That's coaching. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
The fact that he says no exception and he says not for souffle just makes it so much more pointlessly worded
Yeah.
and be like way more mean.
Yeah.
You'd be like, no exception.
None for souffle, just one for apple pie.
Yeah.
And then they all head out on the field without Eddie, and he's sad. So then they go to school lunch. DB's like, "We just have to win one more game to play the Eagles in the championship." Oh, I guess it was the championship. I've been saying playoffs the whole time. I guess it's the whole championship.
They always say championship for the Eagles. It seems like it's a 2-team playoff, basically, of one
Yeah.
game.
one game. So it's not a playoff. Yeah. The Eagles make fun of them in the lunchroom for Eddie being a chef. I'm like, I guess they're also here at the school. DB asks Eddie, "What you gonna do on the 15th?" He's like, "What?" "Well, that's the Eagles playoffs if we make it / championship and the cook-off."
Oh no, this is a High School Musical situation.
"So what's it gonna be?" "Thought so." And Eddie's like, "Why are you
Go
mad at me?"
figure.
Eddie's like, "Why are you mad at me for something that might not even happen?" Which is kind of fair.
Well, also, it's kind of mean to say that because he's saying, like, we're not even going to make the team.
Well, it's not a problem yet. I mean, obviously you want to make the playoffs, so you want to win, but it's not even official yet. Like, I don't know. They start throwing food at each other and pushing and stuff, and someone yells "food fight," and they have another food fight because you know what this movie needs?
A
Another
second food fight. How many food fights are there in DCOMs?
I think 2, and it's this movie alone.
Like, honestly, I think
Oh, the plain pasta. You're right. I forgot.
it's
about
just
that.
the least goopy food
Their
fight.
lesson from this one.
But, like, the whole point of a visual appeal of a food fight to a kid, to me, was all the goop. There's no goop in the Camp Rock.
No, the Camp Rock one's stupid as hell. They throw plain ass pasta. Also, why is Zucchini serving plain ass pasta? We already talked about Camp Rock.
The 3 of us did. Go watch that episode.
Go
The
watch
title
that.
card's in the top right corner on YouTube.
No, it's not. Don't make me do that. I'm gonna forget. You can do it.
I'll forget.
Make me do that.
Bae, you're gonna do it.
Sure, I'll
Yeah,
get
babe.
your password and I'll do that.
Listen to the episode on YouTube. Tell us where this is in the episode, and then comment. Put a marker right here, and I'll
Okay.
do it.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. So anyway, they're food fighting. In the midst of the fight, Eddie's like, "You're just mad that you can't win a baseball game by yourself if your life depended on it." Word, he got his ass.
It was rough.
That was brutal. But then DB says, "I'd rather win like a man than cook like a girl."
Well, girls are canonically really good cooks.
What's the opposite of a burn?
Freeze. Ice him out.
Yeah, ice them out.
I don't know. So then there's more food fighting, goop, 6+. The principal blows a whistle, but like no one cares. So he blows another whistle and he gets hit in the face with a cake. Why is there a whole ass cake?
Literally.
Is it having cake for lunch? It's wild. After the food fight, the 3 boys are cleaning up, but not really Frankie because I guess he didn't technically start it. And he's like, "That was the best food fight ever."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they go over a bunch of food fights, right?
Yeah, they listed a bunch earlier, and I didn't write it down.
Yeah.
So like, who cares? I don't know. Okay. In the home ec room later, with Eddie and Bridget, and is it Bridget that says, "Is that applesauce in your hair?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that applesauce in your hair?
It's
And
like, yeah, I'm
Eddie-
baking a cake later.
Yeah, Eddie snaps back. He's like, "Who cares? Blah, blah. Me."
I think you can actually use applesauce as a substitute for eggs and cake.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
Or heard that. Because I've been out of eggs before making something. And I'm like, what can you use instead of eggs?
Maybe at Janko's.
Maybe. Miss Harley's teaching, and Eddie's like, "This is stupid. Who cares how you cut carrots? It's a waste of time.
Who cares if they're in thin little strips or in cubes or whatever?
Yeah, it tastes the same. I hate not having friends. That my dad won't look at me, my brothers tease me, and everyone makes fun of me because of this stupid cook-off. And more than anything, I hate chopping up vegetables."
Like, it's so funny to have it in that order with
Yeah.
here because it's so clear the flavor not in that order.
More than anything, I hate chopping vegetables. Miss Hadley's like, you may hate those things right now, but I bet you love cooking more. And Eddie's like, forget it, I'm done. I'm going back where I belong. And he leaves. And Bridget's like, do you think that's why I get made fun of? Because I love to cook? And Miss Hadley goes, no, there's plenty of other reasons.
So funny.
It's
Everyone hates this girl.
Yeah. So that was Eddie crashing out.
Yeah.
Which
Valid crush.
it's a valid crash out. It's
Both
kind of
don't like cutting vegetables.
it's kind of rude to Miss Hadley, but
Yeah.
But also, she's been a little bit of an inhibitor to him being able to socially manage everything here.
yeah,
Like,
Chris really
from his
believes in-
perspective, it's pretty sad, and it's sad that that's where the world has gone to him. But it's also sad that that's where the world is.
Oh my gosh, I just watched Coda, and this is like Coda.
Oh my god, it's Coda.
It's Coda. Have you seen Coda?
No, I've been wanting to watch it.
We have Apple TV right now. If you want to borrow it.
Sure.
We're watching Severance.
Okay, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I got a free trial for 3 months, so
We'll
so
watch
do it
Coda
right
and
now.
Severance. Got it.
Yes. Okay. At baseball. If we beat the Cougars, we're in the playoffs. We're playing the Cougars right now. Where's Eddie? DB is like, he's probably cooking. And then the coach talks about the team
He
and
huddles them all
how...
up.
What?
This is when they're all huddled
Oh
up.
yeah, they're all huddled up before the game, and the coach
This
is
is
like...
one of the best scenes in DCOMs, honestly.
It's awesome.
I love this scene.
Yeah. The coach is like, all right, so the Cougars' third baseman throws like a real girl. And Kimberly just has had fucking enough. She's like, I throw like a girl because I am a girl. Hannah too, and she's good at it. Why is it a compliment to say I run like a boy, but an insult to say I run like a girl? Can't I just be a good runner or a
Bars.
bad runner?
TV says, you are a bad runner.
And Kimberly's like, yeah, but it's not because I'm a girl. I'm just uncoordinated dork like Marcus and Jordan.
And
Snap, so
shoes.
true.
It's because their shoes are always on.
Yeah. I just love that. She's like, yeah, I do suck, but it's not because I'm a girl.
Yeah.
Like, fuck off.
The Cougars' third baseman can't throw. Period.
Period. I love she goes, period. It was very ahead of her time.
Yeah.
Cougars' third baseman can't throw, period. And the coach was like, okay, if there's no more unresolved issues. And then the one boy goes, my dad's a nurse. What?
Yeah.
My dad is a nurse. You made fun of the Eagles coach for being a nurse. He saves lives. And one kid goes, my dad's a florist. And it was Kimberly. Kimberly goes, my dad's a florist. And Hannah, and why do I have to be one of the guys? Can't I just be part of the team? And I'm like, girl, Hannah, we already talked about this, but pop off.
Kelsey loves this part because it's just like Hannah's like a little late to the party.
Yeah, like it's
Repeats
basically
that.
it's basically exactly what Kimberly said, but she's like, you know what? Also me too. Why can't I just be part of the
Like,
team?
Like, Hannah was already included on Kimberly's statement where
Yeah.
she's like, Hannah throws like a girl too, but she's good at it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the assistant coach was like, fuck yeah, even though he's never spoken up before.
He's been here for all of the misogyny, and now he's on this
Listen.
side.
Yeah. He's like, hell yeah, these kids are woke. And then
Yeah.
Eddie shows up and he's like, I'm here to play some baseball. That's where I'm supposed to be, right, Dad? Right. And assistant coach is like, all right, let's play some ball. So Eddie showing up just like ends the whole thing, and the dad doesn't have to speak on his actions. He's just like, okay. Yeah, and then the assistant coach goes, my dad was a hairdresser. And they go, and he never says like, you're right, I'm sorry.
This is the most, like, just random movies are so woke these days
Mm.
moment. It's great. I love it.
And
I love it.
he's just flabbergasted, and I wish he just has a moment where he's like, you're right, I have been misogynistic. Instead, they give him only a redemption arc to being a father for Eddie.
Yeah.
He never apologizes for his misogynistic comments.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Pisses me off.
Yeah. All right. Game happens. It's starting against the Eagles. No, the Cougars.
The Cougars.
They're playing the Cougars. We're
Yeah.
not at the Eagles game
One
yet.
more.
Eddie's able to keep his foot on base. Hell yeah. Oh, this
Uh-huh.
is when they play center field, the song. Put me in, coach.
Wow, wow.
I'm ready to play today. It's a good song. They win the game because Eddie kept his foot on the base and he tagged the runner.
Yeah, this is a fun little moment within here. This is actually a rare baseball thing they got right within here. There's one way a first baseman could actually have an impact on defense, and
Yeah.
that's picking the runner off. The pitcher
Right, they picked
throws
him
it
off.
off,
Yeah. So it was like in between pitches.
Yeah.
They picked him off.
which
and
is also
Eddie
such
tagged
an
him.
embarrassing way to lose a game
It's
for the
that
Cougars.
was third out was him getting picked off. That's so embarrassing.
They had the guy on base who, if he scores, they like tie the game and they're going to go to overtime, like extra innings.
Mhm.
And instead, he just like is caught napping in between the bases and gets picked off. He's not stealing. It's
It
great.
was pretty funny. After the game, they party at Eddie's house again. DB's like, "Hey, good game, Eddie." And the mom answers the door, and it's Miss Hadley. Gasp!
What?
So everybody at the party leaves so that they can talk to Miss Hadley
No,
right now.
we had a commercial break, but it really
Yeah.
seems like 30 seconds have passed and the entire party was over.
Yeah.
Like, okay, party's over, get out.
Like, we gotta talk to Miss Hadley. Or
This is an intervention.
Or is she like, I'll stick around until it's over.
She's like, well, I can wait an hour. I'll be back.
Yeah. She gives Eddie some cookies and she tells Eddie, like,
Eddie like starts to take a bite of the cookie, but sees that his dad doesn't take one, and he puts it down.
yeah.
I did not notice that.
And the mom eats one. And she's like, Eddie, you need to be at the cook-off tomorrow. And he goes, I can't. The groundhogs are in the playoffs. And she goes, oh, is that all?
Yeah. She's iconic.
She's like, oh, that's stupid. Even though it's like apparently the championship. Even though they keep saying playoffs, I'm confused
Yeah.
about that. But she's like, oh, that's stupid. You can miss that. And the dad's like, he's not gonna let his team down, Miss Hadley.
There is some intrigue within here that is not touched upon enough for it to actually be like a theme within here. But like one of these is an individual sport and the other is a team sport.
Yeah.
And there is different levels of responsibility to those.
True.
Well, this is just like, go figure.
Yeah. Go figure that's much more of a primary
Yeah.
driving
That's like
force.
the theme of the movie, kind of. Whereas this one is just about like sexism.
Yeah. And this is a movie where it's like we'll mention that this is a theme, but we're not actually going to explore it at all.
Yeah. I love the dad goes, he's not going to let his team down. And Miss Hadley goes, no, apparently just himself.
Bars.
Miss Hadley again
Bars.
is a banger.
And he's like, you have Bridget, she'll be great. And Miss Hadley goes,
This is Miss Hadley only prompted being said, Bridget's going to be good at this.
yeah, like you still have Bridget. And she goes, yeah, sure. She can whisk till the cows come home, but she has no passion, no instinct. You're natural. It's what you were born to do. Like, you're telling me Bridget has no passion?
She clearly has passion.
She's
passion.
She has nothing but passion for it.
Oh, utensils to class.
This
Do you
is
think
the
she's
only
doing
thing
that
she
to
can
try and
love.
make friends?
Yeah, she doesn't have friends. She has cooking. And you're like, she has no passion or instinct. She sucks at this. Spoiler alert, she goes on to win the whole thing.
She has no passion. She can't possibly ever win.
Yeah, Miss Hadley's like, I have no hope with Bridget, but with you I do. And it's like, no, Bridget goes and wins. Like, what the fuck, Miss Hadley? I love her. She's like, I'm sorry for all of this, but Eddie just has so much potential. I had to try. Could you at least just like sleep on it, make your decision tomorrow? And Eddie promises. And the dad's like, if I know my son, I wouldn't count on it.
I was like, I'm going to insert myself here.
Yeah, Miss Hadley's like, well, I'm sure no one knows your son like you.
And it's like
She's so
serious
fucking
backhand.
passive aggressive.
Yeah. That night, Eddie lays in bed trying to make his decision. He looks at his baseball hat and his chef coat, and he's like, what do I
And it's
do?
literally, oh my god. He's just like, which one do I choose? My baseball mitt or my chef's apron?
Or my oven mitt, am I right? Foreshadowing. He looks at, oh yeah. Then he heads downstairs to the kitchen, and he smiles at all the ingredients, and he starts pulling everything out and like doing little spins.
He starts
having
dancing and
fun.
making lasagna, as we all do.
Yeah, so he just
Yeah.
makes some lasagna, and he cracks eggs. Don't know why he needs eggs for lasagna unless he's making the pasta himself.
Yeah.
And he uses 2 hands to crack them because he still can't do the thing. It's like an eggplant lasagna, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. And he commentates as he eats it, and he's like, it's good. And he looks at his torn certificate that's still just on the counter, I guess.
Mhm.
And a baseball photo on the fridge. And the dad watches him from the stairs.
Yeah. I will say when you see him from the stairs, like in the lasagna tray, because like the cheese is like the color of the tray, I'm like, did he eat that whole thing?
Yeah.
He
It's
did,
so much cheese. Actually,
Yeah.
all you can see on the top is cheese.
Yeah, just cheese.
Yeah.
Straight cheese.
I do love cheese though.
Me too.
Next day, it's cook-off day. Eddie
It's
shows up.
cook-off day.
And
Um,
that also means it's playoff championship game against the
oh
Eagles.
my gosh, help! Just like High School Musical, you know, the text on where it's like, baseball call-offs, decathlon, help!
Yeah.
Just, yeah, this just like Eddie's $1 million cook-off. Eddie shows up at the cook-off in his baseball uniform, and Bobby Flay is here.
Yeah! Flay!
I remember when we were watching this the first time, we didn't know if he was actually going to be in the movie or if they just showed him on
Yeah.
the TV, and you were popping off. You're like, oh my god, he's in the movie!
He's actually here, yes!
I remember because I watched this one a lot as a kid.
Yeah, I don't remember because I only briefly caught it on TV. Eddie sees the main stage. Bridget freaks out that there's not a blender, which, yeah, why isn't there a blender?
Yeah.
There should be a blender. So, like, Miss Hallie.
Again, everything Bridget really does, it's just played for like she's so annoying, but like she's being legit.
She takes
People
it
should pronounce her
seriously.
last name correctly.
Yeah,
It's not hard.
it's not hard. It doesn't look like Simmons. It looks like Simons.
They just read it wrong a lot.
Yeah. And he's like amazed by everything. His station has his name on it, and Bobby Flay comes over and he's like, "Hi,
I'm
Bobby Flay."
I'm Bobby Flay." And Eddie's like, "I'm not staying here. I have a game." And Bobby's like, "Oh, I think I get it. Good luck." I don't know. He's disappointed though. He liked Eddie.
Bobby, we know that you did not play sports.
He goes, "I think I get it." He's not sure he gets it.
And then he asks him the most important.
Oh my god, yeah. He's like, "Wait, Bobby. How
I
do you
have one
crack
question for famous chef Bobby Flay.
Bobby Flay, how do you crack an egg with one hand?" And he's like, "You stick around and I'll show you how." But he's like, "I gotta go."
Yeah. So he'll never know.
He'll never know. Also, like, Miss Hadley was trying to show him, but he's like, "Bobby Flay will show me."
Again, he just like slams the egg against the bowl
Yeah.
every time.
So hard.
Yeah. I'm like, you're too aggressive.
Yeah.
You're going to pitch that thing.
At baseball, Dad's worried that Eddie isn't there yet, and he's like, "Eddie doesn't tell me things anymore." And the mom's like, "He doesn't tell you, or he's telling you things you just don't want to hear."
Ooh.
And it's like the only time she stands up to him
Yeah.
a little bit. He goes, "What's that supposed to mean?" But then Eddie shows up, so whatever. Start of the game, Dad tells Eddie, like, "You made the right decision." And the game starts, and they get a double play, and Eddie catches his foot on the base.
Whoop.
Woohoo! Things are going well. Eddie's up to bat. The catcher
First off,
makes
we
fun
see
of
like
him.
Frankie hit a home run,
Oh, nice.
and the scoreboard shows us 2-0.
Yeah.
And then another guy base, and then Eddie's up to bat. Which number one, it makes no sense for Eddie to be this low in the batting order.
No,
Not
he's
at all.
so low in the batting order for being the best hitter.
Mm-hmm.
They have him going like last. I don't know. Yeah. Eddie's up to bat and the catcher makes fun of him, but Eddie just hits it right out of the park. So after one inning, they're up 3-0, even though it should be 4-0 because it was 2-0 when Eddie went up to bat. And they show a player on the base.
Yeah.
So he hits a home run and then they're like 3-0. It's like, no.
The math never made. Yeah,
The scorekeeper is drunk.
Genuinely, the person who was like filming the scoreboard shots must have gotten a wrong script.
Yeah.
They fuck it up
or they changed
multiple
it or
times on
something.
all of these shots.
I know, it's horrible. At the cook-off, Bobby Flay is about to get things started. Frankie brought up the little TV to watch the cook-off during the game, which is kind of rude.
On this episode of Chopped, you're going to be cooking chocolate,
chicken, lemon, and red hot chili peppers.
That's a band.
Yeah.
I love chocolate chicken, lemon, and red hot chili peppers. They have such bangers.
Yeah.
Frankie's like, "I bet Eddie could have won," and Eddie's all sad. It's like you're psyching Eddie out by talking about this. He was doing well before this.
Yeah, is he putting it on to watch British, or he's just like, Bob Flay's in town? That's pretty cool.
Well, and someone's like, well, DB says, like, "Why are you watching it?" And he goes, "Well, Eddie wasn't on TV, but his name was. That's pretty cool."
Yeah.
And DB's like, "If it was that cool, he would be there."
You're the one who
To be fair,
all over him.
in the like next scene with DB, that's what is happening.
Yeah. So the kickoff starts and Eddie strikes out
Yeah,
at the
and
same
he's
time.
like hearing it, all this conversation happening behind him, and he's just watching the pitches go by, and the ump goes,
Yeah.
strike one.
I feel like you shouldn't be able to watch a TV in the dugout.
No, you
Or
should
eating
have
in the dugout. Really?
eating little goop jars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyways.
Well, they eat like sunflower
They
seeds.
explicitly say in both those cases, the coach goes, don't do that, but he has like no power
I don't
here.
care.
Yeah, they don't care.
The coach doesn't.
This is the only time Eddie strikes out in the whole movie.
It's the only time he does anything but hit a home run at bat.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah, so DB tells Frankie, turn it off. And the second inning ends in a tie 3-3. Even though it should be 4.
It's okay.
Whatever.
Well, whatever.
Baseball continues. Eddie misses an out by having his foot off the bag again, even though we thought maybe it looked like it was on and it slipped off, but
You only have to have it on for a millisecond.
yeah.
Like
whatever.
Force out situation. But yeah, again, whatever. It's also really stupid for this to be how they're messing it up. And also, all of these times that it's on the first base, every time he's catching the ball, it's never the more common situation in baseball that is there's a grounder and someone throwing to first base for an out. It's almost always a double play situation
Yeah.
because they keep talking about how Hannah and Eddie are making these plays. Those plays don't happen nearly this often for as many times we're seeing it in the movie. It's always a double play. And it's because they're aesthetically pleasing, but like,
Yeah.
why are there so many double plays?
Why can't they just get him out? Whatever. At the bottom of the third, Eagles lead 4-3. Everyone noticed Eddie is sad. He's never played this bad before, even though it's been like one inning of him being bad. Like he hit a home run at the start of the game.
Yeah.
But now he like struck out one time. He's never done that, and his foot is off the bag again. They're like, "Fuck, Eddie's in a funk."
It's so funny. They're like, this is the worst I've ever seen Eddie play.
So he just doesn't make mistakes ever. Okay.
Except he
He
has.
struck out. We've seen him make many mistakes before. But all he's done is strike out, and he had his foot off his bag once.
Like foot thing happens all the time. What,
He
he struck
struck
out.
He didn't hit a home run.
The
Why don't they
heck?
just intentionally walk him every time he's at bat?
They should. DB tells Frankie turn off TV. It's not helping. I guess he never turned it off. Frankie's like, making Eddie choose between cooking and having friends isn't helping either, DB. DB.
Douchebag.
Douchebag. Douchebag says Eddie is here because he wants to be here and because he wants to beat the Eagles. He goes, is that why you're here? And DB says, no, I'm here because I love baseball. And Hannah's like, kind of like how Eddie likes cooking. Huh.
And then it just clicks in his brain.
Yeah. And they're like, but without Eddie, we can't win. And DB looks at Eddie and goes, oh, man. He goes up to Eddie. He's like, why is it always up to you? Why not let us do it for a change? We're just going to let Eddie do this or win it for ourselves. And Eddie goes like, I'm just trying to help. And he goes, well, we don't want your help. We don't need it. In fact, we don't want you. You're better off baking some pies and some stupid contest in here, right? Right. So go do what you need to do and we'll do what we need to do. Now he's smiling. But like, why in the one time he's redeeming himself, he has to be an asshole about it and scare Ed? Like, you don't have to put on this whole show. You can go up to Eddie and go, hey, man, we can do this. We got this one. You go do what you love and we'll do what we love. Instead, he's like, get out of here. We don't need you anyway. Fuck you. We don't even like you.
So
Poor
fun.
kid.
Yeah, he just doesn't know how to talk without conflict.
Like, he catches on eventually, but at first he's like pranking him kind of.
Yeah.
Like, we don't like you. Go away. Why is it always up to you?
So he goes like, okay, I got an hour and a half left. I'll go run over there.
Well, Eddie, no. At first he's like, well, I have to go. And Kimberly's like, I can do this. Step out of the way. And Kimberly just goes and hits a bomb.
And
like,
instead of running, it's not a home run, but it's a deep shot.
It's a deep
and
shot.
Instead of running, she just stares at the dugout and goes, see? Like it's hard.
What? Like it's hard?
She elbows it.
It's been hard for you for
yeah. But she just Elwoods it and it's like, I'm just going to go hit one deep right field right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. And then, so she runs and they end up tying the game. So it's like, okay, shit. Eddie's like, guess I'll leave. And the dad's like, that's it? You're quitting? And Eddie says, no, I'm starting. You wouldn't understand. And the mom's like, I'll drive you.
You'll get there faster if I drive you.
Yeah. And that's just a, this is your dream, not mine moment. I like I'm starting. At home, Eddie's brother turns on the TV and sees a cook-off and sees that Eddie arrives. He's like, oh, shit. And Bridget goes, no fair.
Why not?
Why not? He only has an hour left.
Maybe
He's not
because
getting
he's
more
still in
time.
his baseball outfit.
Yeah.
It's not the sanitary thing everyone else is wearing.
They go,
Eddie
Eddie.
puts on an apron.
Yeah, he puts on
And
a
he
little
does
apron, but he
wash
still
his
has his
hands, which
baseball.
I was
Yes.
happy to see.
Thank God he washes his hands. He
And the
learned a little
chicken.
bit more about food safety. He does not wash the chicken this time, I don't think.
No, I don't.
Yeah, do you think he went in for his training with Miss Hadley and he's like, I'll go rinse off the chicken, and she's like,
What?
no,
No, please,
no,
God, no.
Eddie, no, and he's like, that's why we all got sick.
We all someone out with that.
That's crazy. Yeah, they're like, Eddie, you only have 1 hour left, and he goes, I can do it.
Yeah, he starts. Everyone else has 2 hours to do their whole cooking.
He
He's
has
doing
1
one.
hour.
Also, everyone else has a helper, but
He doesn't have
he doesn't have a
anyone.
helper. If only there was someone in his family, or maybe like a teacher of his, that were sitting in the audience that
Right
could go
now.
out and help him.
Yeah,
Who was going to be his helper if he did decide to go?
no one
No one.
apparently.
What an idiot.
Why
Why didn't he
does
set this up at all?
Bridget has a whole crew? She
There's no
does.
reason for the mom not to go and help.
Or Miss Hadley.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like there's probably something against
The reason is the
teacher.
plot they wanted to have this end with.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Eagles take the lead, but the Groundhogs kind of make up some ground. Like, so now it's 6-5. They're catching up a little bit. And Eddie cooks. The kids watch on the little TV during the game, and at the bottom of the fifth, the Eagles are leading 8-6.
Yikes.
It's such a high scoring game. That was crazy.
Again, this is not that uncommon for youth baseball.
Yeah. Eddie burns his chocolate pie, so he's like, I'll make tarts instead.
Yeah, it
And-
looks like a souffle deflating.
The
Yeah.
amount of Eddie cooks multiple things that just break, so he just has to improvise,
He's
which
just
is
like shitting
kind
the
of
bed.
fun for like this competition, but it's also not how cooking shows really
No.
competitions work.
And the kids see he's struggling, and Frankie's like, one of us should have gone to help him. Everyone else has help. That's a good point.
And the coach hears this, it's Coach Dad.
Yeah. And then he tells Hannah, you're up, and you're the man. I mean, girl. And Hannah goes, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then Hannah's mom shows up, so Hannah's like, oh, I have to pretend to cheer. And the mom's like, you forgot your pom-poms. And he's like, oh, thanks for bringing them. See you at home. But she doesn't leave. And Coach...
And the ump's like,
yeah.
hey, you gotta send your next batter up. It's
Yeah.
been like a minute.
Coach's like, Hannah, go up to bat. And Hannah's like, Mom, I'm
Something
not
to
a
tell you."
cheerleader. I've never been. And never been. Wait,
I
what?
never wanted to be.
Oh, I said I never have been and never been. Probably never wanted to be one, and I
Yeah.
just didn't write it all. But it's like, I never have been and never been one. I play baseball, and you can rant and scream all you want, but it's gonna have to wait until after I bat. Like, this is such a big...
She's been
round-
rehearsing this for years.
Yeah, she fucking hates her mom. Her mom sucks. But the mom goes, then you'll probably need this, your batting glove. I found it in your jeans. I'm only disappointed you didn't think I would support you doing something that you love. And then they hug. Like, the mom's
This is
chill
like
as hell.
the mom is just immediately like actually a human person.
She's like, I don't care if you want to play baseball. Like, I'll cheer you on. I don't know why you thought I'd be mad at you for not cheerleading. I think it's just all in Hannah's head
Yeah.
of what she thought her mom was like. I don't know.
Fun
It's wild.
fact: this 2026 is there's a new U.S. based women's professional baseball league
That's
coming
cool.
to fruition.
It's fun.
So
Yeah.
more Hannahs of the world. Keep going, play baseball.
Yeah. The coach watches that exchange and sees Hannah's mom cheering her on. And then he goes and yells at the ump. He's like, what, are you blind, ump? And he's like, I just called a ball that was in your favor.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
literally
it's
just like
hilarious.
it's a joke.
Well, you're blind anyway. And he does it so he can get kicked out of the game.
Why didn't you just leave?
Why didn't he just leave? This is just like
No,
TV, too.
Okay, I'm telling you, this one makes complete sense to me. Having your stuck-up coach leave unannounced is kind of demoralizing, even in a moment like this.
Okay.
Having him get ejected trying to work for you makes everyone in a good mood. You're like, fuck yeah, let's go fight for him.
Yeah, okay.
It's much more of
Yeah.
a leadership thing. It's the Hoosiers moment. It's just you coaches get ejected typically to make their players find it up.
And they also catch on that he's doing it for Eddie.
Yeah.
So they end up fine, yeah. The bros see their dad show up on TV and do a spit take.
Yeah, and more goop.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
Again, there's too much goop in this movie to really count. It's so hard.
Yeah.
I tried to keep count.
Dad is there to help Eddie, and he's like, "Show me why it's so important to you." And he goes, "Now? No, not now. I thought you needed help right now. Tell me what to do, coach." And like Dad said
Yeah.
that to Eddie, and he goes, "Crack some eggs." And so the dad cracks the eggs with one hand.
He's a natural.
Oh my god! And
Or
Eddie,
he knows how to cook and has just been mean for no reason.
No reason.
Eddie's like, "Oh, what?"
Go.
Huh?
And he's like, "What? Aren't I doing it right?" And Eddie's like, "Yeah. Wow, my dad's just like Bobby Flay."
My dad is Bobby Flay.
Montage baseball and cooking. Less than 2 minutes now on the cooking
The
contest.
fact that the cooking's coming down this close is crazy, considering he has multiple dishes still to finish.
Yeah, I don't know all the rules of this, but they're putting peppers on the chocolate. At baseball, it's bottom of the ninth. The Eagles are leading 8-6.
Oh, hold on. They say something like chicken and chocolate.
Yeah,
And then Miss Headley is like, hey.
Yeah,
She's so dramatic.
she's so proud.
She loves the drama.
Yeah. DB is on bat, 2 on, 2 out, runners on second and third. Home run would win the game, right? Like a
Yeah.
what do we say, like a double
Okay.
tie or something?
The catcher starts talking to DB and is actively talking with him.
Hated this
Oh,
part.
it pissed me off so
I'm
bad.
like, you don't pitch if the person's not in the box yet, right?
Well,
Or he's
okay,
not looking.
I will talk through this within him.
Yeah.
First off, this thing that the catcher says is you need a triple to tie or a home run to win. Which A, saying that to your opponent is kind of weird.
Yeah.
B, he does not need a triple to tie. He needs just a single. The runners don't all
The runners
advance.
are on second and third, which means a single they probably make it.
A double they for sure make
Oh
it.
yeah, a double they for sure make
So
it.
saying you need a triple to tie is wild.
Yeah.
Second of all, he is, I believe, in the batter's box, but he's clearly not looking.
He's looking
All
really
umpires
bad.
would wait for play because it's incredibly dangerous. He could get hit in the head
Yeah.
if he's not looking at the ball.
Yeah.
These are youth pitchers. They don't know how to throw perfectly.
Yeah.
Instead, they throw 2 strikes with him fully. His head is turned away, and they
Yeah.
call
Well,
2
the umpire is
strikes.
like, hey, you don't have an guy to get mad at me anymore. And he was mad at me for calling a ball that helped you
Yeah,
out.
now he's pissed off. The coach actually screwed them over with that one because now the ump's pissed.
Yeah.
He's calling nothing but strikes. So that was stupid. Now back at the cook-off, less than 30 seconds, the bros show up and start going, Eddie, Eddie.
Which is stupid as
Yeah,
well.
but-
It's very biased for this crowd
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
everyone. They're all here for different people, you know?
But it's cool he came in with only an hour left. He's a real underdog. The lemon custard didn't set. Oh my
no.
god.
And he
So-
brought everything up to the plate. He doesn't have lemon in his meal, and that means he's going to be disqualified.
There's no time. Yeah, Bridget goes, you have no lemons. You're supposed to have something with lemons.
Thank you, Bridget.
You don't have lemons. You're
You're
supposed
supposed to
to.
have something with lemons.
What's the other me quote that we do about it?
It was a strange phone call. I mean, the kid, he sounded so strange.
At baseball, the pitch was thrown at the same time that the dad throws Eddie a lemon.
More CGI.
And Eddie grabs the lemon. He zests it right on
He
top of
grabs,
the meal.
he catches the lemon. There's 1 second on the clock. Grabs from his belt a zester that he
Why is it
apparently
in his
has
belt?
it, and he is able to shave 2 lemon
Zest.
zests,
Yeah.
2 little bits of lemon shaving
Yeah.
onto the fucking chicken.
Yeah. And he double fists up in the air. Lemon! That's what
It's not going to taste like lemon at all. He got so little on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That does not count as using.
No, this is why he loses.
I think so. I wish they did say that didn't count. But no, he got lemon, and that's our favorite quote. We always go, I got lemon. And DB's ball. Okay, I don't know how did this happen with DB. How is the ball at his feet?
Okay,
I think
It's right
he's-
next to him.
I don't remember the clip perfectly. I think he did a big swing, but it just bounced right onto the ground.
How?
He
It's
hit
crazy. He
Well,
hit
when
it
you hit it with
somehow.
the very bottom of your bat, it just goes straight
But it
down.
didn't really bounce. It just kind of stayed on the ground.
Yeah, just buried in the dirt.
I have questions about this scene as well.
I'm here to answer your baseball questions, but
Yeah.
then give it to the audience of what happened if you didn't watch the movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Ben, do you want to talk about how they score
Yeah.
here?
So again, runner on second and third, 2 outs. All they have to do is get the runner at the plate out, and they win, or anyone else within here. The ball's 1 inch away from the plate. So DB, the main runner at home, the batter, has to get to first base no matter what. If they just throw the ball to first base, he's out.
Yeah.
Or if they pick up the ball and tag him, he's out. But
Yeah.
everyone just looks at the ball for like a solid
And
second.
they go like,
And
ha
they-
ha.
And then they realize, oh wait, the ball's in play. I gotta run.
Throw it to second or something?
No, they throw it to
Okay.
first.
What happens from here is the catcher picks up the ball. He does not throw it to first. He realizes as he picks up the ball and DB was already running to first and he might make it, but the runner at third is coming home. The runner at third didn't have to move. This is theoretically an unforced error for the team. Because this shouldn't be working. But since this is 2003 before the Buster Posey rule got implemented, the person running home just barrels over to the catcher and basically knocks over the catcher, and the catcher drops the ball. Therefore, the catcher did not tag him. It was how the rules worked at that time.
Okay, I was going to ask, I thought if you made contact with someone who was holding the ball in any way, you were tagged.
That is now how it works, although with the slight exception, you have to be tagged with like the hand that has the ball. That's
That makes
the exception of that within there. But since the catcher got trucked over, the ball is dropped within there and the run scores. And the other runner who was on second is able to get there before the catcher gets the ball back, and he gets home. The game's now tied.
Yeah.
We know that the game is tied. And we know that 2 runs scored at the same time here. I'll bring that up later. And they are able to get DB had to run to second. He's running to third, and he's starting to run home, even though the ball is still right next to home plate. He could have just stayed at third and had a great chance of scoring on the next hitter, but this has to be the climactic moment. And so the catcher picks it up, throws it to third base, and he gets stuck in a pickle.
Yeah.
But eventually it gets back into the catcher's hand, and he dives through his legs and doesn't get tagged, and he gets safe.
Unrealistic.
I mean, stuff like that has happened before.
Yeah.
But it's baseball where everything in the sport is crazy, like every
Yeah.
once in a while. But also, they call this, in quotes, like a little league home run, because sometimes this type of stuff happens where a batter just is able to get from a ground ball to a home run.
Goes slowly.
But it happens in the pros too sometimes.
Crazy.
Sometimes people just fuck up.
I kind of zoned out. Did you get to they won?
Yeah.
Okay.
The team.
So they won. Yeah. So we'll
Do you
just
have
talk
any
about
baseball questions?
No, you answered it. I was like,
Alright.
he should not have scored. Shouldn't he be out? And wouldn't that be their third out? But they would still be tied because 2 people made it to home. Is that how that works?
If he got tagged out, like if DB got tagged out at home,
It was
he
2
should have
outs,
been able
so-
to. Then it would have been we're going to extra innings tied
Yeah.
at 8-8.
Right. Right. And then, okay, so we'll just talk about baseball first because it happens at the same time as the cooking contest, but we'll just focus on the baseball game a little bit longer. It shows the scoreboard and they won, and the score is like 9-8, right? They won.
Yeah.
Except in the 9th inning, it says they scored 1 point.
Which
One
they
run.
scored
They scored
They
3.
scored
Three.
3. And not only they scored 3 on the same play, and the first and second run happened within seconds of each other.
And you're like,
and this is a
maybe.
big, like, you hang stuff up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's one guy physically hanging stuff up, and so you're like, oh, maybe it was just showing he was doing it. But why would you put a 1 on? Like you don't
Mine is
go
just
1,
3.
2, 3. You just
Just
put the
put
3
3.
on.
Yeah.
But no, he was actively putting the 9 on for the final score. So he put the 1 on and then the 9.
And then we
for
later see him fix
9-8.
it into a 3.
And yeah, and then it like cuts back and it shows it is a 3 now. So I'm like, oh, I guess he fixed it. But like, why it was so
Every time they
stupid.
show the scoreboard in this movie, something's wrong.
Something's wrong
That's crazy.
always. But anyway, at the same time that they win the baseball game, they announce the winner of the cook-off, and it's Bridget.
It's Bridget Simmons.
It's
Bridget
Simmons!
Simmons!
Oh my god, I won!
Yeah.
So Eddie cries about his loss. It was sad. And Dad's like, I'm sorry. And Eddie says, it's okay, no big deal. And then the baseball team shows up at the cook-off, and the mom tells him, like, Bridget won. And the dad goes up to Eddie again and says, like, you gave it your best shot. And he goes, no, Dad, I struck out. He goes, you didn't strike out. Bridget just hit it out of the park.
Yeah.
I know, they don't give Bridget credit for anything, but Dad doesn't know how annoying she
Yeah,
is.
Dad's never met Bridget. He's in a different world, so he's like, oh, she's probably decent.
Yeah, like, she just did really good.
And everyone's like, no, if you don't bring Bridget, you fucking
Oh,
suck.
Dad, you don't understand. She's the worst. But he goes, either way, I lost. And the dad says, what? But what a game, huh? This wasn't about you winning. It was about you doing something that you love. And you know what? You're really good. You're a kid with a lot of gifts and a lifetime to figure it out.
He's really good.
He's really
It's
a
so funny, just the snap change on the
Yeah.
whole behavior within here, because like
Yeah.
I feel like the actual scene out of context within here really works. It's a good
it's a good
redemption
scene,
scene.
yeah.
But like with how misogynistic he was before this, it doesn't make
It's
sense.
0 to
Yeah.
100.
Oh,
Like
wow, you got so nice. What?
out of
God, he got
nowhere.
woke so fast.
So
So fast, yeah. They hug. Oh, he says, just remember, win or lose, I'm always on your team. Okay.
Well, no.
No, you weren't, but sure. And then Team comes in to see Eddie, and they say sorry, and he goes, it's okay, I'm cool. And if you can't take the heat,
Stay out of the kitchen.
Just like Morimoto.
Oh, shit.
I really do hope we're doing Cheetah Girls 2 next, so we could just get the response
Yeah.
back, and then we need you to like film a voicemail.
And Eddie says, I'm really sorry if I let you down. And they go, yeah, for once we had to rely on ourselves. And guess what? We won! And he's like, oh my god, yeah!
I love slow playing Eddie.
Yeah. And then Frankie sees Bobby Flay, and he goes, hey, big time chef guy!
He literally says that. Those are the lines.
Everyone says you know everything about food. Well, here's something you don't know. Eddie Ogden is the best cook in this whole dumb cook-off. And you know it.
Wait, did he really say, here's something you don't know?
And you
And
know
you
it.
know it?
Well, here's something you don't know. He's the best cook. And you know it.
Is that actually the line? That's hilarious.
Writing down the exact quote.
I don't think we caught that in the moment.
That's so
hilarious.
funny. Here's what you don't know. And you know it. Snaps. Bobby Flay goes, no arguments here.
Because your logic didn't make sense.
He's like, you're right, the man should have won. Because Bobby Flay's also misogynist. Just the one thing going back to what I briefly talked about before, where it's like, professional cooking is such a male-dominated thing, but this movie's like, nah, the man should have won. They're not celebrating the girl who won it all.
No.
Like, they're like, no, because when you're young, it's women's work, I guess. Like, can't we celebrate Bridget and all? They do a little
Here's the
bit.
thing, Bridget's an asshole, and this movie has a couple of morals. One is men can cook. 2 is women can play baseball. 3 is nurses save lives.
Yeah, they do.
And 4, Bridget's a fucking asshole and don't worry about it.
And she doesn't deserve friends.
That's so sad.
That's like as big of a moral as the rest of them.
Yeah. So Bobby Flay's like, no arguments here. And Frankie's like, well, then why didn't he win? And this is so dumb. Bobby Flay goes, check him out. He looks like a winner to me.
What a fucking punt of a question.
He has friends.
Because he's celebrating his win with his whole team.
And you know who's not celebrating their win? Bridget. No one cares to celebrate Bridget. They all fucking hate her.
Yeah.
And he goes, all right, thanks, Bobby Flay. I love you so. I think I might have just. All right, thanks, Bobby Flay. And they go, let's all celebrate with Eddie dogs, yay!
What?
And Bridget goes, what about me? I'm a winner. I'm hungry too. And so Eddie,
Make sure your cookies, bitch.
true.
I think I can eat all these Eddie dogs. I can certainly try.
Eddie waves her over, and this is so funny. This is how the movie ends. He waves her over like, you're included now. And it freeze frames on Eddie, like, taking the trophy from her hand.
Yeah,
And that's the end, and it freeze frames for that end.
It's like him stealing the trophy.
Yeah. That's all I wanted.
So funny.
It says he's the real winner.
It's actually Eddie should have
Again,
won.
the moral of the movie is Eddie is way better and more interesting. He's got the passion. Bridget can't win.
More passion.
Yeah, fuck
passion.
Bridget. More energy. More energy.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's Eddie's $1 million cook-off.
Eddie's $1 million cookout.
Look, honestly, I would have hated this movie if Bobby Flay wasn't in it.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe not hated, but I would not.
You wouldn't want to be
watch
hated.
it.
It pisses me off.
Yeah,
It pisses me off in the way that I wanted DCOM to piss me off. I was telling Kelsey after we watched this with you, this won't be the last time I watch this movie. And the amount of DCOMs I will say that about is very low.
Yeah.
Unless we do like a third podcast.
No.
The vast majority is I'm never watching again.
Yeah.
There's classics that I might watch again. But if I'm ever in the mood for just like legitimately the most DCOM feeling DCOM, and it's still fun to watch.
This is a good one to just throw on.
This is such a throw-onable movie.
Yeah.
I like this movie
It's
for what it
fun.
is, and it's
Uh,
stupid.
yeah, I think it's a fun time. Final Drink House ranking was 30. Pretty good. Benji gave it at 32. And guess what? I have it at 25, so get wrecked, Benji. I have it higher than you.
That's
Wow.
funny.
That's wild. I have it in my A tier.
Oh
I
wow.
thought I did too.
I'm actually kind of
Yeah,
surprised
I
I
also have it
did.
in my A tier.
Okay. I just have it like 7 spots above you, apparently. My A tier, I think, is smaller than yours.
Yeah.
I can't believe I have it in A. That's crazy. I have it right below Stepsister from Planet Weird.
Yeah, in our Gencast rating, this was right above Papa's Best Sauce.
We create we created Papa's Best Sauce like the same night or like the day after, and we're
Yeah.
like, it's basically Eddie's $1,000,000 Cook-Off, so we're gonna put them right next to each other. Yeah, because there's a cooking contest
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and Papa's Best Sauce
was-
as well.
It was hilarious to me that like 6 of us were in on creating that, and then the other 4 just believed it.
They believed that it was a real decom.
It's something that if you Google one time,
It
you
wasn't
find out it's
real.
not.
Nobody.
I can't believe Ben
Googled
Lelja never Googled it.
He Googles everything.
We didn't think it was gonna last as long as it
it.
did.
We thought it would last like a day or a week, and it lasted months.
Yeah, months of Papa's Best Sauce just being a fake decom. It was pretty good.
We made it believable.
And yeah, it kind of came a little bit from this movie when we watched it. So Eddie's $1,000,000 Cook-Off was really early in our watching. It was in that original sticky note color.
Wow.
We watched it pretty early, and I think it was like right around when we started ranking them actually, because we didn't rank them originally. But yeah, Eddie's $1,000,000 Cook-Off, pretty fun time.
Thank you for joining us, Bay.
Yeah,
It's
thanks for
good to get
being
your
here.
commentary and Bobby Flay
I
facts.
was gonna say thanks for letting me talk about Bobby Flay. He's the best, and Courtney is wrong.
Yes, excited to hear Courtney clap back because this episode's releasing basically right away. It's on Monday, so
Oh wow.
This is the most like
turnaround
we've ever really had.
So I will tell Courtney like, hey, listen, at least to the beginning of this one to hear the Bobby Flay stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, that's Eddie's $1,000,000 Cook-Off. If anyone has thoughts and wants to send them in, email us at the decomduo@gmail.com. And next week, we're not going to spin the wheel again because we promise it's either going to be, and by the way, not next week, in 2 weeks, our next episode. It's either going to be Even Stevens movie like we promised forever ago, really like 2 episodes ago, or it's going to be Cheetah Girls 2 with Courtney. Those are the next 2 episodes, I think.
Most likely.
Most
There's a
likely.
world where like we can't get scheduling to work on Cheetah Girls 2,
But for sure, we're going to do Even Stevens movie if we don't do Cheetah Girls 2 next.
yeah, so that one of those 2 will be the next one.
Yeah. So stay tuned in 2 weeks for one of those movies.
If you have any fan mail you want to send in, please do so. The decomduo@gmail.com.
I already said that.
And you said it at the beginning of the episode. Did you say it?
You
recently?
I just said it.
Damn. I wasn't listening to you, apparently.
Yeah, we just go back in time.
Again?
It's crazy.
Sorry, the audio cut out. We got to restart.
We gotta
The last thing
redo
that we
it.
mentioned was if you have
If you have any mail,
Hey guys, if you have any fan mail, you can send it to the decomduo@gmail.com.
thank you, Bay.
Ziploc bags.
Wait, why did you just put the chicken in the Ziploc bag? We have to do that whole last hour and a half again.
No.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna head out.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Scenes from our next episode. Counting the pavements, kicking through the streets. It's a wonder like Picasso in the Barcelona heat.
Oh man, I really wish our Cheetah Girls could have like some success. Hey, look at this magazine. Maybe we can just go randomly to Spain to be in this music competition.
Quick, call them. Okay, here's our song. 'Cause we are sisters. And
We stand together. Oh my god, this is great. You're in.
Oh my god.
Fly to Spain.
Amigas, Cheetahs, Friends for Life. This is the best song you've ever
This
written.
is not Gabrielle. Galleria.
Galleria.
This is art. But also, none of us are going to care about this competition at all. Bye. We're leaving. We're going to do our own little side plots that have nothing to do with the Cheetah Girls.
Dorinda, Chanel, Galleria. In the house. See it. Acapella now, bring it in.
I'm the villain girl. I exist. Na.
Oh my god, Mom, I just want to eat a french fry. No! You can't eat a french
Oh my
fry.
god, Luke. Luke,
Luke.
he's so
He's
rich.
a dancer. Oh no, Luke's the boyfriend. Who's the dancer?
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Gotta strut like you mean it.
Free your mind.
There's so many songs in Gene
Oh my gosh,
Drew.
Drew Seeley's back. I'm so excited. We get to hear Drew Seeley sing again.
Dance with me.
Da-na-na-na-na, ba-dum-bee,